keep themselves going. Of course, this week there's no Premier League action, so all the focus is on the second tier and below in England. Always a good opportunity to get fans into grounds. It looks relatively full at Craven Cottage, actually, other than that massive new stand where the TV gantry is. We've seen, and we can see it now, actually, the height now that the TV gantry is at Fulham. It's quite a rangy view that you can get, which you never used to get at Craven Cottage. It used to be quite a low camera position. And from what I've seen from the new stand, it's huge. It's going to add a lot to Fulham because, you know, Craven Cottage is almost constantly full. They've not really had an away area for teams as well. For years, it was just sort of a mix behind the goal. But it looks magnificent, the new stand that they've built.
Yeah, it does. I've been there live in the flesh just to see it. I was there when they were first building it as well, when it was just the foundations, and you could see they were definitely building something special there. And now, as we just see it pan on our camera, we can see the whole stand in its glory. It's a massive stand. Like you said, it was a very compact stadium, wasn't it? It felt like you were very close to the pitch wherever you were sat. It was the atmosphere was kind of held in by the smaller stands, and especially behind either goals. The Hammersmith end was a great area for the home fans, but now they can bridge into this massive new stand down the side of the touchline. It'll just add a bit more character to them, and it'll give them a few more seats to pack into the ground and get some fans down. And it's great for clubs like Fulham, who are in the second division, especially if they're pushing to get into the Premier League next year. Then extra ticket allocations will always come in handy, and it's always nice to have more numbers behind you. Yeah,
there has been another goal elsewhere, incidentally, in the Championship, where Hull have doubled their lead over Swansea. Keane Lewis Potter has got the goal there. So a really good start at the MKM Stadium for the Tigers. As Neil Critchley again just sits down and surveys what he's seen over the opening 15 minutes. It's not like his side have played poorly. We have to remember here that it's a Fulham team that are imperious at the moment. You know, you mentioned it yourself, Harry, that they're one of the best teams we've seen in the second tier. If you're Blackpool now, do you reset and just imagine it's 0-0, or do you have to face up to almost the mentality of being a goal down, we have to take the game to Fulham? What do you think? Do you think they sit back and just almost damage limitation and hope to get on the break, or do they try and take the game to the league leaders?
Depends what they want to get out from the game. If they come into the game initially thinking, look, we're going to struggle to get a result here, let's just try and sit back, stay compact and see if we can nick a result. But now going 1-0 down, it's always difficult to decide where to go from there, especially when you go down so early on in a game. I think they weren't incidentally playing bad. I think they just got caught out with Fulham's quality down that left-hand side. Cabano and Carvalho, linking up down that left-hand side. It's just a gap in quality, should I say, down that left-hand side. That's where they really got caught out. There wasn't any silly mistakes. It was just Fulham were just better in that passage of play. But I think in terms of how they want to get back into the game, I think they shouldn't change anything too drastically, because that can never work. If you've set up, you've gone through the whole week to prepare for a game, you don't want to change it on the fly and risk shipping 6 or 7 past yourselves, would you? So I think they carry on how they are. They had a couple of opportunities down the other end as soon as the goal went in. Actually, as we were speaking, they had a couple of attacks down in the Fulham end. But I think if they just sit back and stay how they are now, they could easily catch Fulham out. And they've just got to. It's imperative to stay regimented for them. They've got to stay composed, stay disciplined, and not do anything too erratic.
Yeah, and a credit to Neil Critchley and his coaching staff for what they've done, to be fair, over the last 18 months to get the side back up into the Championship and playing at this level. It didn't really seem like they were ever going to get out of League One under the old ownership, and then the change of ownership and the change of mentality at the club has meant that they've managed to get themselves up into the Championship and looking like a Championship side once again. It doesn't look like they're going to yo-yo back down, failing a major incident. As Peter Banks is just talking to Marco Silva here. If you've just joined us, the game has been interrupted at Craven Cottage. There has been an incident that's gone on in the stands. We believe from the information that we're receiving that it's a fan has been taken ill within the stands. He's receiving treatment in the stands. So because of that, the game has been stopped for the time being. Peter Banks, the referee, has just been given some information from a member of staff at Craven Cottage. So the referee is now just going through the instructions, letting the players know, and it looks as though Peter Banks is taking the players off at Craven Cottage. So there's 19 minutes on the clock in this independent, unofficial off-tube studio-based coverage. The game at Craven Cottage has been halted due to an incident in the stand. We will be back when the game continues. Minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Blackpool 0. The game has been interrupted due to a fan being taken ill in the stand. We will be back when this game continues. 20 minutes gone at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1.
Asher is the winner. A hurler up, probably second ahead of Miss Kane and Optic Magic. And then further back in the field, Vale Blonde and Hunter's Missy. Race 7, Doncaster Hare running a B4, the 338.213 for the Racing Post, Optic Magic, and 2 is their nap. 2 to 1 trap 1, 9 to 4 the well back trap 2, 4 to 1 bar 2. And at Doncaster they're racing 4 leads 1, 6, 2, 5 and 3 at the first 2 bends. It's 4 just in front of 1, 6 third and 2, 5 and 3 down the back. Brennan's Natasha and 4, 3 lengths up a halfway from 1, a hurler rock. A gap to 6 Miss Kane, 5 Hunter's Missy, 2 Optic Magic and 3 Vale Blonde. 4 by 2 lengths from 1, 3 lengths to 6, same gap to 5 and 2. Bigger margin to 3, turning in. 4 still leads, 1, 6, 2, 5 and 3. It's 4. Gamely from 1, 6, 2. 4 is the winner. Close for second, 1 and 6. Brennan's Natasha is the winner. A hurler up, probably second ahead of Miss Kane and Optic Magic. And then further back in the field, Vale Blonde and Hunter's Missy. Race 7, Doncaster Hare running a B4, the 338.213 for the Racing Post, Optic Magic, and 2 is their nap. 2 to 1 trap 1, 9 to 4 the well back trap 2, 4 to 1 bar 2. And at Doncaster they're racing 4 leads 1, 6, 2, 5 and 3 at the first 2 bends. It's 4 just in front of 1, 6 third and 2, 5 and 3 down the back. Brennan's Natasha and 4, 3 lengths up a halfway from 1, a hurler rock. A gap to 6 Miss Kane, 5 Hunter's Missy, 2 Optic Magic and 3 Vale Blonde. 4 by 2 lengths from 1, 3 lengths to 6, same gap to 5 and 2. Bigger margin to 3, turning in. 4 still leads, 1, 6, 2, 5 and 3. It's 4. Gamely from 1, 6, 2. 4 is the winner. Close for second, 1 and 6. Brennan's Natasha is the winner. A hurler up, probably second ahead of Miss Kane and Optic Magic. And then further back in the field, Vale Blonde and Hunter's Missy. Race 7, Doncaster Hare running a B4, the 338-213 for the Racing Post, Optic Magic and 2 is their nap. 2 to 1 trap 1, 9 to 4 the well back trap 2, 4 to 1 bar 2. And at Doncaster they're racing 4 leads 1, 6, 2, 5 and 3 at the first two bends. It's 4 just in front of 1, 6 third and 2, 5 and 3 down the back. Brennan's Natasha and 4, 3 lengths up a halfway from 1, a Hurler Rock, a gap to 6 Miss Kane, 5 Hunter's Missy, 2 Optic Magic and 3 Vale Blonde, 4 by 2 lengths from 1, 3 lengths to 6, same gap to 5 and 2. Bigger margin to 3, turning in, 4 still leads, 1, 6, 2, 5 and 3, it's 4. Gamely from 1, 6, 2, 4 is the winner. Close for second, 1 and 6. Brennan's Natasha is the winner. A Hurler Rock probably second ahead of Miss Kane and Optic Magic. And then further back in the field, Vale Blonde and Hunter's Missy. Race 7, Doncaster Hare running a B4, the 338-213 for the Racing Post, Optic Magic and 2 is their nap. 2 to 1 trap 1, 9 to 4 the well back trap 2, 4 to 1 bar 2. And at Doncaster they're racing 4 leads 1, 6, 2, 5 and 3 at the first two bends. It's 4 just in front of 1, 6 third and 2, 5 and 3 down the back. Brennan's Natasha and 4, 3 lengths up a halfway from 1, a Hurler Rock, a gap to 6 Miss Kane, 5 Hunter's Missy, 2 Optic. Result confirmed, Doncaster 338-416. Brennan's Natasha beat a Hurler Rock and Miss Kane 4 to 1 and 2 to 1 favour the SPs. Forecast 4 to beat 1, £16.81. Tricast 416, £63.91 off 338 and 25 seconds. Henlow coming up next and the 348. Race 7's an A9. Reserve in trap 4 Fairfield Surrey. Favourite trap 1 Black Rose Connor. Result confirmed, Doncaster 338-416. Brennan's Natasha beat a Hurler Rock and Miss Kane 4 to 1 and 2 to 1 favour the SPs. Forecast 4 to beat 1, £16.81. Tricast 416, £63.91 off 338 and 25 seconds. Henlow coming up next and the 348. Race 7's an A9. Reserve in trap 4 Fairfield Surrey. Favourite trap 1 Black Rose Connor. Result confirmed, Doncaster 338-416. Brennan's Natasha beat a Hurler Rock and Miss Kane 4 to 1 and 2 to 1 favour the SPs. Forecast 4 to beat 1, £16.81. Tricast 416, £63.91 off 338 and 25 seconds. Henlow coming up next and the 348. Race 7's an A9. Reserve in trap 4 Fairfield Surrey. Favourite trap 1 Black Rose Connor. Result confirmed, Doncaster 338-416. Brennan's Natasha beat a Hurler Rock and Miss Kane 4 to 1 and 2 to 1 favour the SPs. Forecast 4 to beat 1, £16.81. Tricast 416, £63.91 off 338 and 25 seconds. Henlow coming up next and the 348. Race 7's an A9. Reserve in trap 4 Fairfield Surrey. Favourite trap 1 Black Rose Connor. Result confirmed, Doncaster 338-416. Brennan's Natasha beat a Hurler Rock and the parade is about to start here for the 348. And the favourite trap 6. Change of favourites now. Trap 6 top of the market. 13 to 8 from 9 to 4. 2 to 1 trap 1. 11 to 4 trap 4 the reserve. 5 to 1 trap 2. 7 to 1 trap 5. 10 to 1 trap 3. And Ruffian Roxy is now the market leader here at 13 to 8 from 9 to 4. 2 to 1 trap 1 Black Rose Connor. Reserve in trap 4 Fairfield Surrey. Third favourite 11 to 4 from 5 to 2. 5 to 1 trap 2 Kokomo. Trap 5 Charlie M Olive out a point and a half 7 to 1. And trap 3 Miraculous out 3 points 10 to 1. And Black Rose Connor in trap 1 is just 1 from 25 here. He's lost his last 11. Made the frame in a number of outings recently. Placed in 5 of his last 6 races, Black Rose Connor. Only success here came in an A9 in early September last year. Bits to end a losing run of 11. The second favourite in trap 1 at 2 to 1. Trap 2 Kokomo is available here at 5 to 1. 9 length third last time out. Beaten favourite in her last 4 races, making the frame in 3 of them. Runner up twice, couple of near misses. Short head defeat December 21st. A head defeat December 28th. 11 to 2 now, trap 2 Kokomo. And the last time she was a winner, But she's failed to win here 9 starts, but has made the frame in a number of those 9 races and has been threatening to win a race for a while now. Coco Mo. Trap 3, Miraculous. 10-1 is another maiden in the field here. 4th start coming up for her. Beaten over 10 lengths and 4th place last time out in this grade. Reserve in Trap 4 is Fairfield Suri. Now out to 130, just a second start for this pitch, 5.5 length runner-up at an A9 on debut last week behind Black Rose Boris. Charlie M. Olive in Trap 5, third at 14-1 in a D4 when last seen last week. 3 from 36 here, Charlie M. Olive on a losing run of 8. She is a dual winner in this grade. She's 7-1 from 11-2. And the last time Trap 5, Charlie M. Olive was a winner. That was in a D4 in early November. Approaching at Henlow and Trap 6, Ruffian Roxy, 13-8 favourite. From 9-4, 4 runs for this pitch, 1 win. A winner on second start at odds of 10-1 in an A9. Came home 2 lengths clear on January the 4th. Placed in 3 of 4 races, including that win. Ruffian Roxy in the stripes, 13-8 at the traps. 7-4 now the favourite. Seven to 4 trap 6, 2-1 trap 1, 4-1 trap 4, 5-1 trap 2, 7-1 trap 5, and 10-1 trap 3, and they're going in now at Henlow. At Henlow so far, no winners from 4 and 5. 3 outright favours of 1, all set to run. At Henlow, the hare's running. Race 7, the 3:48 at A9. Reserve in Trap 4, Fairfield Fury. Favourite Trap 6, 7-4, 2-1 Trap 1, 4-1 Bar the 2, and they're racing. Odd Trap start well. 1 and 3 shared a lead. 5 close up. 6 and 2 join them. 4 is back marker around the first T-bend. Some crowding, and 3 met the worst of it. And 6 has been given a massive lead. The favourite Ruffian Roxy. 7-8 lengths clear. 5 Charlie M. Olive. Then the reserve 4 Fairfield Suri and 1 Black Rose Connor, followed by 2 Kokomo and 3 Miraculous. 6 by 7 lengths from 5. 3 lengths further back to 1 and 4. Into the straight. 6 from 5 and 1. And Ruffian Roxy, the favourite, wins unchallenged. 6-5-1. Ruffian Roxy, Charlie M. Olive, Black Rose Connor back in 3rd place, followed by Fairfield Suri, Miraculous and Kokomo. At Henlow, the hare's running. Race 7, the 3:48 at A9. Reserve in Trap 4, Fairfield Fury. Favourite Trap 6, 7-4, 2-1 Trap 1, 4-1 Bar the 2, and they're racing. Odd Trap start well. 1 and 3 shared a lead. 5 close up. 6 and 2 join them. 4 is back marker around the first T-bend. Some crowding, and 3 met the worst of it. And 6 has been given a massive lead. The favourite Ruffian Roxy. 7-8 lengths clear. 5 Charlie M. Olive. Then the reserve 4 Fairfield Suri and 1 Black Rose Connor, followed by 2 Kokomo and 3 Miraculous. 6 by 7 lengths from 5. 3 lengths further back to 1 and 4. Into the straight. 6 from 5 and 1. And Ruffian Roxy, the favourite, wins unchallenged. 6-5-1. Ruffian Roxy, Charlie M. Olive, Black Rose Connor back in 3rd place, followed by Fairfield Suri, Miraculous and Kokomo. At Henlow, the hare's running. Race 7, the 3:48 at A9. Reserve in Trap 4, Fairfield Fury. Favourite Trap 6, 7-4, 2-1 Trap 1, 4-1 Bar the 2, and they're racing. Odd Trap start well. 1 and 3 shared a lead. 5 close up. 6 and 2 join them. 4 is back marker around the first T-bend. Some crowding, and 3 met the worst of it. And 6 has been given a massive lead. The favourite Ruffian Roxy. 7-8 lengths clear. 5 Charlie M. Olive. Then the reserve 4 Fairfield Suri and 1 Black Rose Connor, followed by 2 Kokomo and 3 Miraculous. 6 by 7 lengths from 5. 3 lengths further back to 1 and 4. Into the straight. 6 from 5 and 1. And Ruffian Roxy, the favourite, wins unchallenged. 6-5-1. Ruffian Roxy, Charlie M. Olive, Black Rose Connor back in 3rd place, followed by Fairfield Suri, Miraculous and Kokomo. At Henlow, the hare's result at Henlow, 3:48, 6-5-1. Ruffian Roxy, the winner, 7-4 favourite and 10-1 the SPs. Forecast 6 to beat 5, £20, 24 pence. Tricast 6-5-1, £42, 92 pence off 3:48. and 20 seconds. 3:58 Doncaster next, race 8 to B7, 6:23 for the Racing Post. They're with Bandit Bolt to beat Hawkfield Wisdom and Lady Emily. And Bandit Bolt their choice in the 3:58 6, a fifth win at Doncaster, and she's trying to end a losing run of 12. Rosalda Henlow 3:48 651. Ruffian Roxy the winner, 7-4 favourite and 10-1 the SPs. Forecast 6 to beat 5, £20 24 pence. Tricast 651, £42 92 pence off 3:48 and 20 seconds. 3:58 Doncaster next, race 8 to B7, 6:23 for the Racing Post. They're with Bandit Bolt to beat Hawkfield Wisdom and Lady Emily. And Bandit Bolt their choice in the 3:58 6, a fifth win at Doncaster, and she's trying to end a losing run of 12. Rosalda Henlow 3:48 651. Ruffian Roxy the winner, 7-4 favourite and 10-1 the SPs. Forecast 6 to beat 5, £20 24 pence. Tricast 651, £42 92 pence off 3:48 and 20 seconds. 3:58 Doncaster next, race 8 to B7, 6:23 for the Racing Post. They're with Bandit Bolt to beat Hawkfield Wisdom and Lady Emily. And Bandit Bolt their choice in the 3:58 6, a fifth win at Doncaster, and she's trying to end a losing run of 12. Rosalda Henlow 3:48 651. Ruffian Roxy the winner, 7-4 favourite and 10-1 the SPs. Forecast 6 to beat 5, £20 24 pence. Tricast 651, £42 92 pence off 3:48 and 20 seconds. 3:58 Doncaster next, race 8 to B7, 6:23 for the Racing Post. They're with Bandit Bolt to beat Hawkfield Wisdom and Lady Emily. And Bandit Bolt their choice in the 3:58 6, a fifth win at Doncaster, and she's trying to end a losing run of 12. Rosalda Henlow 3:48 651. Ruffian Roxy the winner, 7-4 favourite and 10-1 the SPs. Forecast 6 to beat 5, £20 24 pence. Tricast 651, £42 92 pence off 3:48 and 20 seconds. 3:58 Doncaster next, race 8 to B7, 6:23 for the Racing Post. They're with Bandit Bolt to beat Hawkfield Wisdom and Lady Emily. And Bandit Bolt their choice in the 3:58 6, a fifth win at Doncaster, and she's trying to end a losing run of 12. Rosalda Henlow 3:48 651. Ruffian Roxy the winner, 7-4 favourite and 10-1 the SPs. Forecast 6 to beat 5, £20 24 pence. Tricast 651, £42 92 pence off 3:48 and 20 seconds. 3:58 Doncaster next, race 8 to B7, 6:23 for the Racing Post. They're with Bandit Bolt to beat Hawkfield Wisdom and Lady Emily. And Bandit Bolt their choice in the 3:58 6, a fifth win at Doncaster, and she's trying to end a losing run of 12. Rosalda Henlow 3:48 651. Ruffian Roxy the winner, 7-4 favourite and 10-1 the SPs. Forecast 6 to beat 5, £20 24 pence. Tricast 651, £42 92 pence off 3:48 and 20 seconds. 3:58 Doncaster next, race 8 to B7, 6:23 for the Racing Post. They're with Bandit Bolt to beat Hawkfield Wisdom and Lady Emily. And Bandit Bolt their choice in the 3:58 6, a fifth win at Doncaster, and she's trying to end a losing run of 12. Rosalda Henlow 3:48 651. Ruffian Roxy the winner, 7-4 favourite and 10-1 the SPs. Forecast 6 to beat 5, £20 24 pence. Tricast 651, £42 92 pence off 3:48 and 20 seconds. 3:58 Doncaster next, race 8 to B7, 6:23 for the Racing Post. They're with Bandit Bolt to beat Hawkfield Wisdom and Lady Emily. And Bandit Bolt their choice in the 3:58 6, a fifth win at Doncaster, and she's trying to end a losing run of 12. Rosalda Henlow 3:48 651. Ruffian Roxy the winner, 7-4 favourite and 10-1 the SPs. Forecast 6 to beat 5, £20 24 pence. Tricast 651, £42 92 pence off 3:48 and 20 seconds. 3:58 Doncaster next, race 8 to B7, 6:23 for the Racing Post.
The opponents, the Gambia, have been a breath of fresh air in this competition. on their debut and have been the darlings of the tournament, many would say. The lowest ranked side have been making their name at this year's Afcon and have surprised everyone with their displays, as they have the last four in their sights as they look to cause one of the shocks of this tournament and maybe of recent times. Let's run through both sides, starting with the Gambia. 4 changes for them. The incomings are Noah Sonko Shunbari, Ibu Ture, Saidi Yanko and Mohamed Baramosi. Come in with Dauda Ungum, Ebrima Darbo, Abeli Jallo and Modu Barrow making way. So in full then, and what's a very defensive-minded the Gambia side. They have Boubacar Gay in goal. In the defence, it's Noah Sonko Shunbari, James Gomez, Omar Colley and Pa Modu Jana, in what makes up their defence from right to left, with the first name being the right back and then the last name being the left back. 4 in the midfield, it's Ibu Ture, who is a left back at right midfield, Yusufa Bob, Suleiman Mara and Saidi Yanko at left midfield. Mohamed Baramosi up front with Musa Barrow. Without a shadow of a doubt, their talisman and key man. All 4 goals that his team has scored at this tournament have either been scored by Musa Barrow or assisted by him, as he looks to play a part once again as they look to strike down Cameroon, as he scored 2 goals and got the other 2 assists. For the hosts, Cameroon, just the one change as Samuel Ngue is in the midfield as a replacement for Eric Choupo-Moting, as Tony Conceição rejigs his team and moves his formation around for this encounter. So Cameroon in full then in a 3-5-2 formation. It is Andre Onana in goal. It's a back three of Jean-Charles Castelletto, Michael Ngario and Nuhu Tolo being the left-sided centre-back of the 3. Then at right wing-back, or right midfield, is Collins Faye, Martin Hongla, Andre Zambo Ongisa, Samuel Ngue, the other 3 in the middle, with Mumi Ngamalu being the left midfielder, left wing-back, and up front, Kar Toko Ekombi and Vincent Aboubakar. 3 goals for Toko Ekombi, 5 for Vincent Aboubakar. Those 2 have been absolutely sensational for Cameroon in this tournament. Both sides subs then. Modu Job, Mohamed Mbye, Boubacar Sana, Dauda Ngum, Ibrima Darbo, Modu Barrow, Ibrima Sona, Ebu Adams, Hassan Cisse, Boubacar Job, Ibrima Colley and Dembo Darbo is the final subs for the Gambia. For Cameroon is Jean Efala, Davy Epassi, Ambroise Oyongo, Oliver Mbezo, Jerome Ongene, Pierre Kunda, James Lea Siliki, Yevan Neu, Clinton and G, Christian Basogog, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting and Ignatius Genago. Our man in the middle is from Burundi in Pacific Undabi Haweni Mana. Very long-winded name indeed. Don't worry, I did just rehearse that all night. Assisting him is Ibrahim Abdallah Mohamed and Seydou Tiamo of Sudan and Burkina Faso respectively, with Boubou Traore of Mali the 4th official. There is on-pitch officials, the VAR Haitham Girat from Tunisia and his 2 assistants, Lehlou Bembraham of Algeria and Khalil Hassani of Tunisia. But beforehand, of course, after the horrible scenes before Cameroon's game with Comoros on Monday night, of course, there was a stadium crush, a stampede outside the Olombe Stadium, where 8 people lost their lives and several were injured. And before every single game between now and the rest of the tournament, a minute's silence is going to take place at every single match. Well, Cameroon faced minnows in their last game in Comoros in the round of 16, who, despite all their problems before and during the game, gained plaudits for their incredible showing against Cameroon, despite having 10 men, and made Cameroon sweat on the pitch, and not just because of the conditions. For the Gambia, they are a cohesive unit who has worked brilliantly, and their all-round good play so far in this tournament has been the backbone of their success, and a major reason why they are here as they look to shock the continent once more. It is Cameroon who will get us underway. We're going to go from right to left in this first half. Vincent Boubacar on his own in the middle, plays it back to Michael Ngadiou. They're in green shirts, red shorts, yellow socks immediately. And Gamalu gets away on the left-hand side, plays it to Vincent Boubacar, who's offside. He was just coming back from an offside position. Gambia in red shirts, blue shorts and green socks, as it will be a free kick which is going to be taken by James Gomez. Here is Omar Colley. Both of them have played all of the matches at Afcon so far. Inside his own half is Mara, then he gives it to Seidi Yanko, and it's a good challenge by Ongisa, and it will be a throw-in to the Gambia. Throw-in taken down the right-hand side. It's gone all the way through to Badamosi, but it's defended well. Nuhu Tolo goes down under the challenge from Badamosi. Over on that left-hand side, Cameroon are defending from, and it's a free kick for the Indomitable Lions, which is taken short. It's gone over to the right with Collins Faye. Plays it to Michael Ngadiou. Played every single match so far at this tournament. It's Nuhu Tolo, who has done the same likewise. Couple of touches, then tries to play the ball out to the right-hand side of the box. It's headed away by Jana, the captain of the Gambia. Plays it to Ibu Toure, plays it forward, looking for Musa Bado to chase, and then Castelletto plays it to Onan, who kicks it out of play for the Gambia throw-in there. First one over on this left-hand side they're attacking from. 2 minutes on the clock. Gambia 0, Cameroon 0. Remember, the winner of this will play Egypt or Morocco in the semi-finals, which is, of course, to come tomorrow. Later on, Burkina Faso take on Tunisia in the other game in the quarter-final. With wrapping it up, it'll be Senegal against Equatorial Guinea. Here is Yusufa Bob. Now it is with Noah Sonko Shunjbari. Now to Yanko, formerly of Manchester United a few years ago. He was born in Zurich, but declared to play for the Gambia on the eve of this tournament, just a few months in advance, as they look to just try and settle their way into this game with a bit of possession inside their own half. Mara to Yusufa Bob. Now to Omar Colley, probably the most standout name of the team. Badamosi tries to get the flick on as Castelletto is getting up above him, but then behind Castelletto was Ngadiou. Gets it from Faye. Ngadiou turns, gives it to Onana, who then turns his body into it with his right boot, sends it forward, and it's left out of play for a throw by Pa Modou Jana. Well, it's quite interesting that the Gambia coach, Tom Saintfiet, said the first half is going to be us trying to survive, and if our Titanic does not sink, then we will have the small speedboats to make the difference in the second half. So, if you want to paraphrase it, or you want to interpret it as different as you can, basically, in my eyes, sort of saying that he's got to just try and keep Cameroon at bay, as the Burundian referee has given a free kick to Gambia, as Badamosi was fouled by Jean-Charles Castelletto, who himself has got Italian descent in his family. And his mother is, he's got a family member from Cameroon. Ball goes forward, looking for Musa Bado, who is flagged for offside. Been a really important player for the Gambia in this tournament, as Musa Bado. He has the joint most assists in the tournament alongside four other players in Collins Faye, Selim Amala, Thomas Partey and Martin Hongler with 2. And of course there are 2 other players on the pitch, albeit in the opposition camp for Cameroon, as Gambia get a throw-in, which Jana is going to take. But they've shown that they can be a defensive, resilient unit. They've shown they can pass. They've shown they can play, the Gambia. So this is not a fluke how they've got there, you have to say. Not the best touch, though, by Mada, who looked like he may have knocked Boubacar off the ball, but referee says play on. Yanko to Musa Bado, and then as Yanko tries to get the return, it is overhit and straight to Michael and Gadiu. 5 minutes gone in the first quarter-final of Afcon 2021. It is the Gambia 0, Cameroon 0. Here's Ngadiu, bring it out all the way from the back to the halfway line. Over now to Ngamalu. Flicks it over the head of the number 14, Noah Sonko Shumbari. Now to Ongisa. That's a lovely high ball out to Collins 5, but the touch lets him down, and he's pretty frustrated with himself by his own right. Didn't really get that one under control, did Collins 5. We've seen him throughout this tournament already bomb on forward, the right back for Cameroon, or playing as a right midfielder, right wing back today. As Tom Seinfeld has selected his team to try and stop Cameroon in the wide areas, playing full backs as the wingers in that 4-4-2. Over on the right hand side of the pitch with 5, plays it forward. Well blocked though by the Gambian midfield. It once more goes up for a throw as Suleiman Mara with the deflection. Midway through the Gambia half, it's thrown to Hongla by Fai. Now it's Samuel Ngwe. Now to Nuhu Tolo. Now to Ngamalu. Maybe he's going to try and have a go here at the number 21, Sadie Yanko, who's back. There's a couple of players around Ngamalu as he takes it from the left-hand side in the middle. Nutmegs Yusufa Bob, but it's cleared by Noah Sonko Shumbari, who has got Swedish descent in him as the Gambia right back. Born in Natska to Gambian mother and a Swedish father. Ball goes forward though, looking for Toko Ikombi for Cameroon, but it's sailed all the way through to the keeper, Boubacar Gueye, who gets his first touch of the ball with his hands and his gloves. Samuel Ngwe played that ball forward. Remember, this is the first time Cameroon have actually ventured outside the Olomba Stadium in the country's capital, Yaoundé, playing in Douala, the Diploma Stadium, on a very dry pitch, with, of course, the Gambia in their third different venue of the tournament. They've been in Lomba for all 3 of their group games, and they played Guinea at the Kwekong Stadium in Bafoussam. So they are here in their third different venues. They get a free kick just past the halfway line in the middle of the pitch. Yusufa Bob is the man who's going to take this for the Gambia as the men arrive from the back. The only one back for the Gambia seems to be James. They've only got one man back as this ball's going to come in from Yusufa Bob. Plays it out to the left-hand side. Looking to flick it on was Badamosi, but he's flagged offside. Well, not actually an offside, but he did just have his arms in the back of Collins Fay there, just as the ball was heading towards his direction. Just over on the left-hand side of the corner of the edge of the box. Here's Ngamalu trying to take on Sonko Shumbari, then plays it with the outside of his right boot, looking for Vincent Boubacar, but it's gone beyond the Cameroonian skipper and through to Boubacar Gueye of German 4th tier side Rot-Weiss Koblenz, born in Bielefeld. Of course, knew he wasn't going to get in the German side anytime soon, so of course decided to play for the Gambia to get his taste of international football. Here is Badamos over on the left-hand side, plays it forward. But there seems to have been a foul in there on Badamosi by Ongisa with a bit of a high boot, and it's a free kick to the Gambia, who will no doubt be delighted with the start they've made inside 9 minutes. It is the Gambia 0, Cameroon 0 in the first of the quarter-finals this weekend taking place in the African Cup of Nations. Left by Yusufa Bob, gets it from Noah Sonko Shumbari, then over to the left-hand side by Yusufa Bob, looking for Ibu Toure, but it sailed over the Salford City man's head and had a play for a Cameroon throw over on the right-hand side. Midway through their own half, thrown to Castelletto. Here is now Ngadiu through the middle, plays it forward to Hongla. Got that wonderful assist, didn't he, for Vincent Boubacar's second goal, but his pass is straight to Sadie Yanko. That's a really good tackle gone in by Samuel Ngwe. Now to Tolo, stayed inside the Gambia half. Hongla in the middle, now he finds Ongisa. A couple of touches to play it out to his right, short to Collins Fay. round about 25 yards from goal. Fight to Ongisa. Cross goes in. It's away by Omar Colley, the Sampdoria defender, and it's headed all the way out of play, well away from the area. Left out on that right-hand side by Jean-Charles Castelletto. Cameroon throw. Ball out by Ngari, who looks for Ngamalu, tries to head it back to Nuhu Tolo, but the ball looked like it might have gone out. Tom Seinfeld was adamant that it did, but the officials, to be fair, weren't so sure, so play carries on. If this does lead to a goal and the ball going in the back of the net, I think the Gambian coach from Belgium is going to be absolutely incensed and apoplectic about that. Here is Toko Ekombi. Good defending by Baramosi. He's got to be doing a lot of that this afternoon. Plays it now to Mara, plays it forward, but it's bounced off Samuel Mgue and gone out for the Gambia throw. But you can already see inside 11 minutes how hard the Gambia are working defensively. They've got to be, first of all, strong and stable and be solid as they can be that cohesive unit, not just off the pitch but on the pitch, as they look to try and stop the competition's most formidable attack and most formidable marksman in Vincent Aboubakar. Flag though raised against the Gambia. Free kick is taken short by Cameroon. Honga getting put under pressure by Yusufa Bob. It's forced Collins Fye into sprinting over to the right-hand side. Plays it in the middle to Toko Ekombi. Cross goes into the middle. Looks for Ngamalu, headed behind by Sonko Shumbari for Cameroon's first corner of the afternoon. It was a ball in from Toko Ekombi right to the back post. And Noah Sonko Shumbari luckily in front of Ngamalu and able to head it behind for a corner over on the left-hand side of the pitch. So important that the Gambia's defence get this right. The Burundian referee is happy for this corner to come in after a bit of a delay of around 20 seconds, and Ngamalu puts it in there. It's floated in there. It's away by the Gambia defence, away though by Musa Barra. Only heads it to the right to Mgue, round about 30 yards out. High ball into the box. This for Aboubakar. Collie away. Behind on the left-hand side of the box is Toko Ekombi. Now he's giving it to Ngamalu just outside the edge of the box. He then drills it low. Good block by James Gomez. Musa Barra then gives it straight to Ngamalu, and Cameroon have it again, albeit 45 yards or so away from the Gambia goal. They're going to come forward again. So they're going to get the bodies towards the final third of the Gambia half, but it was a poor pass by Hongla looking for Toko Ekombi, and then Sonko Shumbari has just sent it clear inside the Cameroon half, which has just dispelled and maybe stopped the flow of the Cameroon attack for now. Mgue now to Toko Ekombi. Fies on the overlap on that right-hand side. Finds him. Low cross in there. Good block by Jana, the captain. And the Gambia left back this afternoon. It's gone out for a throw over on the right-hand side. It'll be Fied to take it on. Gisa comes short forward. Takes it the control on his right thigh. Then plays it out to Fied. Now, here is Mgue. Castelletto. High ball out to the left. Will it pick out Toko Ekombi? It will, but his touch was disappointing. Give a bit of a push on Sonko Shumbari. Yusufa Bob gives it straight to Fye. Gambia at the moment look a little bit rocky in trying to clear their lines. And Ngamalu's cross in. There's Aboubakar. He tries the back heel, but he's put it over. I think it might have actually saw James Gomez get in the way of it, actually. It was a really good delivery in there by Ngamalu. It was low, well driven in there, just went beyond the inside left of Jana, and then Aboubakar, with his back to goal, flung his back right foot to it. Has just sort of cannoned off the right thigh of James Gomez and got out for a corner kick, but that's the first sighting of goal that he's had, and it's actually gone out for a goal kick, in fact, which won't be taken just yet, because the referee was wanting a bit of words with, I think, Noah Sonko Shumbari and another player from another player, albeit from the opposition in Cameroon. So 15 gone. The Gambia 0, Cameroon 0. Gambia have scored 3 of their 4 goals in the second half. The only one they scored in the first half was that opening game win against Mauritania when Abli Jallo scored. He's missing from the lineup altogether today is the Gambian winger. There's Tolo inside his own half. Castelletto to Nguye. Castelletto to Ngadiou. Just inside their own half, plays it square to Hongla. Now up to the right with Samuel Nguye. Cameroon building as they look to try and find a way through. Faye thought about the cross. Touré's closing him down. Gets it into the box eventually. Bob is there though to play it as he finds Mara. And then Badamosi gives it to Jana. And then we'll now play it over to the left with Ibu Touré. Plays it forward. His pass is blocked by Gamalu. And it will go out for the Gambia throw. Well, real success of Cameroon's Afcon so far has been the goals of Vincent Aboubakar, of course. He is the current top goal scorer. Scores 1 more, he surpasses Odion Igalo's tally of 5 in 2019 in Egypt. Of course, the last Cameroonian player to be top goal scorer was Samuel Eto'o in 2005 and 2006. With currently Vincent Aboubakar's tally. He needs 4 more to get level with Njai Malamba's tally for Zaire, or the DR Congo as they're known as, back in 1974 when he hit 9 goals en route to them claiming glory. Nguye. Faye. Going to come up against a real strong rear guard. Gambia are going to be tough to break down. Tony Conceição did freely admit that's a fantastic tackle there by Hongla in the middle third of the pitch, but the referee from Burundi, Ndabi Howenimana, has given a free kick the Gambia's way for that foul on Saidi Yanko. As Hongla did just get his chest to it, he did just catch the Real Valladolid man in Saidi Yanko, and it will be a free kick to the Gambia inside their own half. 18 minutes played at the Dupoma Stadium in Douala, a pitch which has had a bit of criticism around it in this tournament so far. It does look a little bit better, a little bit more healthier, you could say. Certainly there were sort of little bits of sort of brown on the pitch in terms of the turf being really dry, less grass, but they have done a good job keeping it together and making it quite edible on the pitch, as it will be the Gambia throw midway through the Cameroon half. Over now towards Badamosi. In front of Collins Fine, and plays it to Jana, trying to come forward. Not the best touch. It was a challenge going in though by Ongisa, as then Jana thought he was going to carry on. Jean-Charles Castelletto cleared. Aboubakar using all his strength with his back to go on the halfway line. Plays it to Hongla. Now he gives it to Toko Ekombi, who's on this left-hand side. Tolo's come up in support. Doesn't use him. Turns to his right and plays it in the middle to Hongla. A little bit of a heavy pass for Nguye, but he'll then play it inside to Ngadiou, who now finds Nguye again. Gambia with 2 banks of 4. You know what their intentions are in this first half. Nguye to Ongisa. Tolo. Nguye once more, plays it through to Aboubakar, but it's just drifted away from him and gone out for a goal kick. And we've seen him do that throughout this tournament, make those forward runs through into the box. Just haven't been able to find him on that occasion. But 9 times out of 10, they have found him with those passes, whether they've been sort of at a medium height, high height, or a low height. They have picked out the Cameroonian skipper. Of course, Gambia looking to make a bit of history today, looking to become the first side since South Africa in 1996 to be semi-finalists on their tournament debut. South Africa did manage to win that particular year Afcon in their own country, as Boubacar Gay's kick looks to find Sadie Yanko. It will go for the Gambia throws. It came off the back head of Andre Ongisa, thrown to Baramosi, now Yanko. Bit of a bobble there, saw him sort of miscue his cross into the box. Cleared away though by Cameroon. Tolo with the header away. Took down under control by Mara. Here is Yanko. Now he gives it to Mara, goes down. Wants a free kick. The Burundian referee says no. Tonko Shumbar is not letting go of Abubakar. Eventually escapes the clutches of the Gambia defender, and it will be a yellow card for Sonko Shumbari, and was not intent on letting Vincent Abubakar get away from him there, was he? And the right back is now going to be on a real thin line for the remainder of the game with that yellow card picked up, which is the first one of this game, incidentally. He did let the play continue, did the referee, but he then did eventually see fit to pull it back. Cameroon take the kick short. Ngadiu. Now to Ongisa. Toko Ekombi. Ongisa again. Just trying to get away from Mara, and does. Plays it to Ngadiu. Now with Gouet. They have had vast amount of the ball so far, and territory in either half. Much different to the Gambia statistics. Cross goes in low into the Gambia box. It's away by Omar Colley. Straight to Fai. Now Ngamalu looks for Abubakar. Really good defending though by the Gambia there, and in particular by Omar Colley. Here's Abubakar now over to the left-hand side. There's James Gomez going out to close him down. He gets away from it as Abubakar into Toko Ekombi. He turns. He's back to goal inside the Gambia box. He shoots. Good block by Sonko Shumbari. Hit by Tolo. It's blocked off of the Gambia player and then cleared away by the Gambia defence as the ball travelled into the box low. But they're going to come again here. Cameroon. Fai. Goes on the left of the defender, Ibu Toure. Cross goes in. It is away by the Gambia defence. They've just got to head everything out, haven't they? That's the aim of the game for them in this first half. Yanko to Moussa Barre. Been quiet so far. Through to Baramosi. It just bobbled away from him, didn't it? His long frame just couldn't stretch far enough. And at every possible opportunity when Gambia are going to go on attack, they're going to try and get Moussa Barre on the ball. He makes things happen. He's the one who's the real creator for this side. Couldn't quite pick up Baramosi. And Gamale away from Jana in the box. Drills it in. Good defending though by Ibu Toure. Gets it in front of the shot. And it's a corner kick to Cameroon. So at one end they nearly played the ball through. Down at the other end, Cameroon were pushing forward, looking to get the all-important breakthrough in this game. But the Gambia had enough men back to deal with Mumi and Gamalu. So it will be a Cameroon corner over on the right-hand side. Put in by Ngamalu, straight to Boubacar Gay, who takes it despite a green shirt challenging him and then takes it quick. He's looking towards Moussa Barre and then headed by Tolo, which he's headed out to the right. Fight to Ongisa. Good work in that 2v1 situation there by Cameroon. As this game, inside 25 minutes, it's rarely seen the ball go out of play, as it's now maybe just starting to flicker into life. Good powerful run by Ongisa through the middle. Over to the left now with Hongla. Plays it in the middle to Abubakar. Around 20 yards out in a central position. Just couldn't get it away from Omar Colley, who then sends it forward over the head of Moussa Barre. Given straight back to Cameroon now. Now it's with Mumi and Ngamalu. He gets the cross in. It's gone all the way through to Carl Toko Ekombi. He'll be on the left-hand side, outside the box. He'll then maybe look to cross it in. He's going to look to get the better of Yanko. Low cross. Away by Gomez, albeit sliced away. Straight to Umgue, around about 35 yards out. Umgue gets it from Fai. Now Ngamalu. Umgue again. Cross goes in, looking for Abubakar. Colley with the header away. Just sort of shaved off the top of his head out to the left-hand side. Cameroon just staying patient. Tolo will shoot, but it's straight at Gay. And it was quite clever there from Sonko Shumbari, because Tolo, with that heavy touch, he's expecting, I think, Sonko Shumbari to come in there and try and take the ball off him, but instead he just sort of stepped a yard away from it and allowed Tolo to shoot, and in the end it was a rather tame effort, which was straight at Boubacar Gay, which saw the Gambia goalkeeper get a hold of it. 26 minutes played at the Chapoma Stadium in Douala as sunshine filters around this sort of left-hand side of the ground. Scoreline, the Gambia 0, Cameroon 0 so far in this game. They have managed to keep Cameroon out of the big old arm's length at the moment, but how long can they do that? Here is Mara to Yusufa Bob. Plays it out to Sonko Shumbari. Now to Saidi Yanko. Now he finds Musabaro, the Gambia number 10. Cross goes in all the way out of the box. Ibu Toure was the man trying to race onto it, but he's unable to keep that in place because it went out. But before that, of course, there was a foul on Collins Fai. Well, Cameroon's record in the Afcon is pretty good. This is their 29th meeting in the 29th match in the Afcon knockout stage. They've won 18 of the previous 28. Can they make it 19 out of 29? Throw in the final third of the Gambia half over on the right-hand side, and Ngamalu throws it to Fai. And Ngamalu again. Probably going to have to get this cross in here. Closed down by Toure well. Fai. They're in a real tight area on that right-hand side. The Gambia players right in front of them. No real area to put the ball in. They've got to put a lot of height on that, which Cameroon decide not to try and do, and instead just go sort of right to left with their passing. Up into the air, and Gadi gets up above Musabaro. Tolo now to Carl Toko Ekombi, who's effectively gone out as their sort of winger rather than playing down the middle. Now it's over to Collins Fai. Might have a go here. Could have a pop. He does! And he's hit the side netting. But I think there was some of the crowd inside the Chapoma Stadium that thought that hit the back of the net. It was a really strong pass into Fai, who hit it, and he hits the net, and albeit the outside net into the keeper's left. He was fully stretched. He was committed trying to save it, but it flew past him and went into the side netting, and Collins Fai was not too far away. And what Cameroon have tried to do already is they've tried to work the ball in the box, find that opening through the middle. The Gambia have shut that out at every possible opportunity. So Collins Fai felt, got to try and have a go from range, and he certainly did that. And was unable to find the back of the net. Of course, a man who is yet to score for his country in what is now his 45th cap for the Indomitable Lions. Jana away from Ngamalu wins the free kick, with Ngamalu biting away at his ankles over on the left-hand side of the pitch. Coming up to the half-hour mark at a very hot and humid Chapoma Stadium in Douala. And later on, Burkina Faso take on Tunisia in the round of six, in the quarter-final. But the winner of this plays either Egypt or Morocco. And the way the tournament's gone, you'd probably have to say whoever wins the semi-final between those two may just get their hands on the Afcon trophy. Of course, this section of the draw, you can't rule out the Gambia given how well they've played in this tournament. Gouet inside the centre circle, out to Jean-Charles Castelletto. Now to Ngouet again. Remember, he came in instead of Eric Choupo-Moting, who was demoted to the bench. Gariou to Hongla. Gouet. Castelletto now inside the Gambia half, around 40 yards out. Gets the return back from Ngamalu. He then opens up, creates a ball in. Abubakar attacks! And he is not too far away from adding to his tally in this year's tournament. He just sneaked in front of Omar Colley, didn't he? And it was a fantastic header, which he generated a lot of power behind. And he's beat the goalkeeper. And it's beaten the post and hit the stanchion behind the goal. But it's in those instances where the Gambia defence just switch off for a couple of seconds. And that allows Vincent Boubacar a chance to score another goal for Cameroon. And that's the second chance that he's had, albeit without the deflection denying him the first time round. The second one, he was able to attack, but not direct into the goal and into that bottom corner of the keeper's goal towards his right-hand side. Kick is taken, flick on by Badamosi, goes over to the right-hand side. Saidi Yanko and Nuhutolo were both battling there, and it's gone the way of Cameroon. And they take the throw with Ngadiou. There is an urge from the defence from Cameroon not to just zip it around the back, but to play it into the midfield and just play it forward as quickly as they can. And Gamalu's got the better place to get ahead of Jan, who goes in, has caught Ngamalu. That is a free kick, and I would expect a yellow card to be shown here by the Burundian referee, Pacifique Ndabiho Wanimana. Ngamalu just cleverly just scooped it over Modu Jana, a very experienced player with the Scorpions national team, and certainly just came across him and took his, first of all, back foot, which just brushed him. It was the left leg, the one that was the standing leg for Ngamalu, that he caught more, and he has to take a yellow card as a result of that foul. There's the Gambia captain playing in the sort of regional leagues in Switzerland, playing for Dietikon in the Swiss 50s, spent his entire career in the country, made his debut for the Gambia in 2006. So it's going to be a Cameroon free kick. Maybe sense this could be where they get an opening goal here. There's two Gambia players in the wall, Youssoufa Bob and Ibu Toure are in there. And Ngamalu with it in there, looking for Ongisa, headed behind though by Jana, and then put in by Hongla, and then Jean-Charles Castelletto off his chest, tried the acrobatic effort, but then in front of it was James Gomez to put it out for a corner kick, as it just sort of bounced off his chest as the corner goes out on the left-hand side. Yeah, it's headed behind to that near post by Jana, isn't it? And then it comes to Hongla, sort of volleys it forward first time, on the chest, Castelletto. Gomez isn't there. That looks goal bound, so Boubacar Gaye's probably thanking James Gomez for getting in the way of that shot. It's going to be Ngamalu's going to take this, probably the most used player and player with the most touches for Cameroon in this first half. He's going to take this corner from the left-hand side. Hongla comes short for it, but he gets it in now. Gisa flicks it to the back post. It's a gentle little flick off the top of his head. Modu Jan there to clear it away, but Cameroon smelling it. And they're edging closer to an opening goal, aren't they? It's important that the Gambia stay alert and stay concentrated and don't give these home fans anything to sing about. It's going to be a corner this time from the other flank. Taken shot by Ngamalu. Gets it from Ngadiou, and it goes to that near post. Away though by Badamosi, and then gets a little touch into him by Youssoufa Bob. Slice clearance by Badamosi, in by Hongla. No one in green able to attack it, and then Modu Jana lets it run out of the box on that left-hand side, brings it forward with a couple of touches, and then plays it to Musa Bada. But Samuel Nguwe, too strong, gets the better of the Bologna man. In by Nguwe, Abubakar denied by Boubacar Gay. He didn't know a lot about it. It just sort of hit the Gambia goalkeeper, and Vincent Abubakar must have thought he was tucking away his 6th goal of the African Cup of Nations. But how the Gambia's goalkeepers made the most important save probably of this tournament for his country. Toko Ekambi to Vincent Abubakar, goes down. Suleiman Mara with the foul. Free kick goes the way of Cameroon. It's every time they seem to get that ball on the right-hand side, they're starting to pick him out now, aren't they? He's making those forward runs through the middle as Vincent Abubakar. The defenders are ball watching. They've got no real awareness of where he is. And I see that save again from Boubacar Gay. He's just made himself big, almost in a sort of starfish pose, isn't he? He's made himself as big as he can, and has made a vital save that keeps the score at 0-0 with 9 minutes to go. Brilliant ball through by Hongla into Tolo. James Gomez with the sliding clearance away to put it up for a throw. As this really is now a big test for the Gambia defence. Can their resolve stay strong? The glue, if you like, is just sort of ebbing away, fading away, if you like. As Cameroon are starting to get their ball players on the ball a little bit more, but the flag was actually raised against Nuhu Tola, who just strayed slightly forward before the ball had gone beyond Noah Sonko Shumbari and was played by Martin Hongla. Way by Nguwe. Now to Ibuture. Now finds Sadie Yanko. Bob with the header to Shumbari. Mara holding off on Gisa, wins the free kick. He was pulling on him there. Was affecting the balance of the Gambia midfielder, Suleiman Mara. Who plays for Ghent in the Belgian top flight. Spent time at Watford's under-23s before being sold to Eupen in the Belgian top flight. 28th cap for him. Free kick which they try and take sure is given straight back to Collins Faye and Cameroon. Ball forward by Ngamali, looking for Abubakar, way by James Gomez, heads it straight there to Toko Ekambi, round about sort of 50 yards away from the goal. Here's Nuhu Tolo. Hongla. Toko Ekambi, now with Faye. Gets the cross in, you know they're looking for, over Abubakar's head. And then Sonko Shumbari lets it run and it goes up for a goal kick. Well, Tony Conceição is in the dugout and, of course, instructing his Cameroon team. He was adamant that ball was going to go in the net. He was sure. But, of course, he heard the crowd sort of disbelief. It had not gone in from their captain and prime goal scorer. And he did just breathe as low-key as he could and probably remembered where he was. Of course, there is a potential he could face his fellow countryman Carlos Queiroz in the semi-final. Tony Conceição could join a long list of Cameroonian managers to have won the Afcon. Many have preceded him. Claude Leroy, Radivoje Ogjanovic, Pierre Lechantre, Winfried Schaefer and Hugo Bruce. The previous men to have won this tournament with the Indomitable Lions. Ongisa to Toko Ekambi, Nguwe. All Cameroon now and has been in the last sort of quarter of an hour. Faye now finds Ngami, who's going to take on Janya. This is one where you really hope Janya just can stay strong from. Cross goes in. Toko Ekambi on the floor. Sonko Shumbari, the man who got in front of him. Whether or not he's actually deliberately blocked him off or not is a big question. The referee letting it go. Didn't really see a lot wrong there with Sonko Shumbari. Did have his hand sort of just touching the sort of trap area of Carl Toko Ekambi, but probably as minimal contact as you will see. and it has gone out for a goal kick. But a yellow card has been shown by the Burundian referee Pacifique Ndabiha Wenimana to Boubacar Gay, who's picked it up for time wasting, but he's saying he couldn't hear. His manager Tom Seinfeld is trying to come to his rescue, come to his aid, just trying to sort of protect his player. But the yellow card stands. He's the third player for the Gambia to be shown a yellow card this afternoon. Last 4.5 minutes of this first half. The Gambia 0, Cameroon 0. Vincent Boubacar has had the best chance of the game, which Boubacar Gay's saved. It keeps it at 0-0. Gambia yet to get a save out of Andre Onana, but it couldn't be said for Boubacar Gay. Here's Ngamalu trying to get away from a couple of players. Thought about it, but plays it into the midfield to Ongisa. Well played by Bob. Here is now Moussa Barrow trying to toss and turn away from Castelletto. Turned a drop of his shoulder on the left-hand side through the middle, but it's defended well by Cameroon. Here's Tolo. Toko Ekombi. Tolo again. And he plays for Seattle Sounders in the United States. Toko Ekombi in the middle third. Now plays a high ball out towards Ngamalu. Off his chest. Nice touch. They're going to go 1v1 against Ibu Toure. Low cross in there. Omar Colley away. First time. And then the ball's headed out to the edge of the box. And then Suleiman Mada is there to get the second header. Get the second ball and head it out for a throw to Cameroon. Midway through the Gambia half. The Cameroon fans clapping. Yet to see their side score in this game. Ongisa. Hongla. Tolo. Ran about 30 yards away from Boubacar Gay's goal. Through short to Hongla. It's Toko Ekombi. Has to go back to Tolo. That first touch was poor. Now it is with Ungue. Now he finds Collins Fye. Cross goes in. Can't pick out a green shirt. Omar Colley away again. He's had a fantastic tournament for the Scorpions, isn't he? It's the Sampdoria man and still continues to be so important at the back. And once again, he puts his head in where it hurts. As Boubacar was attacking it and he's headed it away. And he's still stayed on the ground. Whether or not it's a result of maybe a little kick to his head or whether or not it was just the way he attacked that ball to head it away. We will wait to find out on the replay, but he has gone down. Probably going to seek some treatment now and allow the physios to come on. Well, Boubacar did stick his foot out to try and just attack it. Did pull out of it, didn't he, as Colley went and attacked it. That sort of diving header approach away from the box. Has still stayed down. As the Gambia fans decide to break into dance. And are up on their feet, whilst the Cameroon fans still remain sat down. Some of them. Inside the Diploma Stadium in Douala. Throw-in is taken. No foul against the Gambian player. Omar Colley. Cross goes in. Over the head of Boubacar Gay. It was Ngamalu who put it in there. Put a lot of whip on it, in fact. And so much so, it's gone out for a Gambia throw on the left-hand side of their own area. Well, they are always difficult for a goalkeeper. It was in a middle position, wasn't he? So he was well out of his goal. Was well over his head, but he just never knows what's behind him, does he? But luckily for him, they're able to just let that one slide out of play for a throw and slide away. Good play by Badamosi to win a free kick for the Gambia inside his own half. It's just about now trying to just kill off this first half with just over a minute of it left to go. It is taken quickly, looking for Moussa Barrow as they were trying to attack it from this sort of left-hand side they're defending from. The right-hand side they're attacking from. They took it quickly, but they've been told that they've got to retake it. Bob with the ball forward, looking for Badamosi, away by Tolo. Here is now Ngamalu. Hongla on the halfway line. It's a ball that Ongisa runs onto over on the right-hand side. Looking to take on Jana, but poor touch. Clears it straight to Collins Fye. He's only brought it out a couple of yards out. There's Jana. Ongisa with the cross. Well blocked by Ibu Toure. He's been really good defensive cover ever since Jana was shown a yellow card in the first half. You'd have to say really good play from him, and he's done his work and he's done his job. impeccably as the Salford City man. Throw in taken on the right hand side. Five with the crossing with his left foot, away by Omar Colley again. I'd love to know how many headers he's managed to head away. As we're into one additional minute of the first half, it's the Gambia 0, Cameroon 0. Goalless in this first quarter final. Cameroon have had their chances, had their moments. The Gambia have just about managed to keep it at 0-0, but the second half they know they've got to try and keep doing it, which is going to be a hard thing to do, as there's a stray ball intended for the right hand side, gone all the way out of play for the Gambia throw. Midway through it, in fact, over on the left hand side they're attacking in. Modou Jan is going to take it. Throws it forward looking for Badamosi. Won't find him. Collins Fye let it run over his head. Jean-Charles Castelletto able to safely play it at least 10 yards back to Andre Onana, who's got the freedom to bring it out of the box and bring it sort of 25 yards away from his goal and kick it forward to Vincent Boubacar, who's been flagged for offside. And with that in mind, that is going to be it for the first half. So in this contest between the minnows of the Gambia and the massive force of Cameroon, it is 0-0 as both these sides, who, of course,
outright favours one after 9 races. Kilgraney Racer, 6-race maiden, tops the market here for the 4:48. 7-4 trap 1, now 11-4 bar. And we're almost at race time. The loading process is about to start now for the 4:48. Going in a Henlow. And all set to go for the 4:48 at Henlow. Here is approaching for the 10th at Henlow, the 4:48 A6 the grey, 2:15 for the racing post, 13-8 trap 1, 11-4 trap 6, 4-1 trap 2, 6-1 the remainder. They're racing in 3, led briefly, passed by 2, 1 is third, then 5, 6 and 4 at the back. Round the first 2 bends, 1 bump 3 and turn knocked into 5, and it's 2 leading 6 to the back straight, then 1, 4, 3 and 5. Ghana Creativity Dream out in front from Blue Man and Kilgrady Racer. Jim Star Power, Greg's Cove and Steeper Road Snowy, 2 by 2.5 from 6 and 1. And Ghana County Dream is 3 lengths up turning in. Kilgrady Racer, the favourite, running on in second, 2 beat 1 and close for third, maybe 3. Ghana County Dream, the winner, beat Kilgrady Racer, close for third, Greg's Cove, Blue Man and Jim Star Power involved. Steeper Road Snowy was last. Here is approaching for the 10th at Henlow, the 4:48 A6 the grey, 2:15 for the racing post, 13-8 trap 1, 11-4 trap 6, 4-1 trap 2, 6-1 the remainder. They're racing in 3, led briefly, passed by 2, 1 is third, then 5, 6 and 4 at the back. Round the first 2 bends, 1 bump 3 and turn knocked into 5, and it's 2 leading 6 to the back straight, then 1, 4, 3 and 5. Ghana Creativity Dream out in front from Blue Man and Kilgrady Racer. Jim Star Power, Greg's Cove and Steeper Road Snowy, 2 by 2.5 from 6 and 1. And Ghana County Dream is 3 lengths up turning in. Kilgrady Racer, the favourite, running on in second, 2 beat 1 and close for third, maybe 3. Ghana County Dream, the winner, beat Kilgrady Racer, close for third, Greg's Cove, Blue Man and Jim Star Power involved. Steeper Road Snowy was last. Hare is approaching for the 10th ahead though, the 448 A6 the grade, 215 for the Racing Post, 13 to 8 trap 1, 11 to 4 trap 6, 4 to 1 trap 2, 6 to 1 the remainder. They're racing in 3, led briefly, passed by 2, 1 is third, then 5, 6 and 4 at the back, round the first 2 bends, 1 bump 3 and turn knocked into 5, and it's 2 leading 6 to the back straight, then 1, 4, 3 and 5. Garner Creativity Dream out in front from Blue Sir Man and Kilgrady Racer. Jim Star Power, Greg's Cove and Steeper Road Snowy, 2 by 2.5 from 6 and 1, and Garner Canty Dream. Result, Henlow 448, 2 beat 1, 3 got up for third, 2-1-3. Garner Canty Dream beat Kilgrenny Racer and Greg's Cove 4 to 1, and 13 to 8 favour the SPs. Forecast 2 to beat 1, £13 and 93 pence. Tricast 2-1-3, £47 11 pence. Or 448, 40 seconds. Doncaster coming up next, and the 458 is a D2 153 for the Racing Post. Penny's Candy to beat Burnfoot Duke and Miss Amy. And their selection, Penny's Candy in trap 1, seeks a 9th win on her 32nd run. And she's 2 from 5 in D2 grade. Result, Henlow 448, 2 beat 1, 3 got up for third, 2-1-3. Garner Canty Dream beat Kilgrenny Racer and Greg's Cove 4 to 1, and 13 to 8 favour the SPs. Forecast 2 to beat 1, £13 and 93 pence. Tricast 2-1-3, £47 11 pence. Or 448, 40 seconds. Doncaster coming up next, and the 458 is a D2 153 for the Racing Post. Penny's Candy to beat Burnfoot Duke and Miss Amy. And their selection, Penny's Candy in trap 1, seeks a 9th win on her 32nd run, and she's 2 from 5 in D2 grade. Result, Henlow 448, 2 beat 1, 3 got up for third, 2-1-3. Garner Canty Dream beat Kilgrenny Racer and Greg's Cove 4 to 1, and 13 to 8 favour the SPs. Forecast 2 to beat 1, £13 and 93 pence. Tricast 2-1-3, £47 11 pence. Or 448, 40 seconds. Doncaster coming up next, and the 458 is a D2 153 for the Racing Post. Penny's Candy to beat Burnfoot Duke and Miss Amy. And their selection, Penny's Candy in trap 1, seeks a 9th win on her 32nd run, and she's 2 from 5 in D2 grade. Result, Henlow 448, 2 beat 1, 3 got up for third, 2-1-3. Garner Canty Dream beat Kilgrenny Racer and Greg's Cove 4 to 1, and 13 to 8 favour the SPs. Forecast 2 to beat 1, £13 and 93 pence. Tricast 2-1-3, £47 11 pence. Or 448, 40 seconds. Doncaster coming up next, and the 458 is a D2 153 for the Racing Post. Penny's Candy to beat Burnfoot Duke and Miss Amy. And their selection, Penny's Candy in trap 1, seeks a 9th win on her 32nd run, and she's 2 from 5 in D2 grade. Result, Henlow 448, 2 beat 1, 3 got up for third, 2-1-3. Garner Canty Dream beat Kilgrenny Racer and Greg's Cove 4 to 1, and 13 to 8 favour the SPs. Forecast 2 to beat 1, £13 and 93 pence. Tricast 2-1-3, £47 11 pence. Or 448, 40 seconds. Doncaster coming up next, and the 458 is a D2 153 for the Racing Post. Penny's Candy to beat Burnfoot Duke and Miss Amy. And their selection, Penny's Candy in trap 1, seeks a 9th win on her 32nd run, and she's 2 from 5 in D2 grade. Result, Henlow 448, 2 beat 1, 3 got up for third, 2-1-3. Garner Canty Dream beat Kilgrenny Racer and Greg's Cove 4 to 1, and 13 to 8 favour the SPs. Forecast 2 to beat 1, £13 and 93 pence. Tricast 2-1-3, £47 11 pence. Or 448, 40 seconds. Doncaster coming up next, and the 458 is a D2 153 for the Racing Post. Penny's Candy to beat Burnfoot Duke and Miss Amy. And their selection, Penny's Candy in trap 1, seeks a 9th win on her 32nd run, and she's 2 from 5 in D2 grade. Result, Henlow 448, 2 beat 1, 3 got up for third, 2-1-3. Garner Canty Dream beat Kilgrenny Racer and Greg's Cove 4 to 1, and 13 to 8 favour the SPs. Forecast 2 to beat 1, £13 and 93 pence. Tricast 2-1-3, £47 11 pence. Or 448, 40 seconds. And the next race coming up at Doncaster, race 11. The market headed by Penny's Candy in trap 1, opened 11 to 8, now 6 to 5. Trap 5, Burnfoot Duke 11 to 4 from 5 to 2. Trap 3, Miss Amy is in half a point, 3 to 1. It is 6-1 now, trap 6. And double figures the rest, and the runners down the card here. Penny's Candy in trap 1. 6-5 now, 11-10. Penny's Candy. And a length runner-up last time in this grade to Burnfoot Duke, who's in 5 here. And those two take each other on again. Also in that same race a week ago was Miss Amy, who finished 3rd. So a number of these doing battle once again. Burnfoot Duke winning by a length last week in a D2 here. Penny's Candy was 2nd. Miss Amy was 3rd, beaten a length and a quarter. And Burnfoot Tango in trap 6 was 4th, beaten 2 1/4 lengths. 11-10, trap 1, Penny's Candy. Trap 2, All My Friends, is 10-1 from 6-1, and won a D3 last time out by 2 1/2 lengths. Miss Amy in 3, 3rd to Burnfoot Duke last week. Shorthead winning favourite of a B3 prior to that. Tobago Honey in 4. Comfortable winning favourite of a D3 in her last start. Burnfoot Duke in 5 has made the frame in 4 of his last 5 runs, winning twice, and Burnfoot Tango in 6 has won 2 of his last 5 starts. They're approaching 11-10, trap 1. 5-2 now, trap 3. 11-4, trap 5. 6-1, trap 6. 10-1, trap 2. 25-1, trap 4. And at the traps now for the 458s. And the loading process is about to start here. Penny's Candy in trap 1, 11-10 from 11-8. Trap 3, Miss Amy, 5-2 from 7-2. 11-4, trap 5, Burnfoot Duke from 5-2. They'll be going in a moment. 6-1, Burnfoot Tango is out 2 1/2 points. 10-1 out 4 points, trap 2, All My Friends. And 25-1 is trap 4, Tobago Honey from 10-1. And they're about to start loading now for the 458. 153 for the racing posts. Penny's Candy 11-10 to gain a 9th career success. And they're going in. And all set to run. And the hare is running. Race 11, Doncaster, 458 at D2, 153 for the racing post there. Selection Penny's Candy in trap 1, 5-4 now. It's 5-2 bar, and they're racing in 6 leads, 3-1, 4-2 and 5. 6 now caught by 3 and 1 going to halfway. Miss Amy in 3 leads by 2 lengths from 1. Penny's Candy, 6 Burnfoot Tango, 4 Topical Honey, 5 Burnfoot Duke and 2 towards the rear. All My Friends turning in 3 from 1, then 6, 4, 2 and 5. Miss Amy is the winner. 3 beat 1 and 6. Miss Amy, Penny's Candy, Burnfoot Tango in 3rd, followed by All My Friends, Topical Honey and Burnfoot Duke. And the hare is running. Race 11, Doncaster, 458 at D2, 153 for the racing post there. Selection Penny's Candy in trap 1, 5-4 now. It's 5-2 bar, and they're racing in 6 leads, 3-1, 4-2 and 5. 6 now caught by 3 and 1 going to halfway. Miss Amy in 3 leads by 2 lengths from 1. Penny's Candy, 6 Burnfoot Tango, 4 Topical Honey, 5 Burnfoot Duke and 2 towards the rear. All My Friends turning in 3 from 1, then 6, 4, 2 and 5. Miss Amy's the winner. 3 beat 1 and 6. Miss Amy, Penny's Candy, Burnfoot Tango in 3rd, followed by All My Friends, Topical Honey and Burnfoot Duke. And the hare is running. Race 11, Doncaster, 458 at D2, 153 for the racing post there. Selection Penny's Candy in trap 1, 5-4 now. It's 5-2 bar, and they're racing in 6 leads, 3-1, 4-2 and 5. 6 now caught by 3 and 1 going to halfway. Miss Amy in 3 leads by 2 lengths from 1. Penny's Candy, 6 Burnfoot Tango, 4 Topical Honey, 5 Burnfoot Duke and 2 towards the rear. All My Friends turning in 3 from 1, then 6, 4, 2 and 5. Miss Amy's the winner. 3 beat 1 and 6. Miss Amy, Penny's Candy, Burnfoot Tango in 3rd, followed by All My Friends, Topical Honey and Burnfoot Duke. And the hare is running. Race 11, Doncaster, 4:58 at D2, 153 for the Racing Post there. Selection Penny's Candy in trap 1, 5-4 now. It's 5-2 bar, and they're racing in 6 leads, 3 and 1, 4, 2 and 5. 6 now caught by 3 and 1, going to halfway. Miss Amy in 3 leads by 2 lengths from 1. Penny's Candy, 6 Burnford Tango, 4 Topical Honey, 5 Burnford Duke and 2 towards the rear. All my friends turning in 3 from 1, then 6, 4, 2 and 5. Miss Amy is the winner. 3 beat 1 and 6. Miss Amy, Penny's Candy, Burnford Tango in third, followed by All My Friends, Topical Honey and Burnford Duke. And the hare is running. Race 11, Doncaster, 4:58 at D2, 153 for the Racing Post there. Selection Penny's Candy in trap 1, 5-4 now. It's 5-2 bar, and they're racing in 6 leads, 3 and 1, 4, 2 and 5. 6 now caught by 3 and 1, going to halfway. Miss Amy in 3 leads by 2 lengths from 1. Penny's Candy, 6 Burnford Tango, 4 Topical Honey, 5 Burnford Duke and 2 towards the rear. All my friends turning in 3 from 1, then 6, 4, 2 and 5. Miss Amy is the winner. 3 beat 1 and 6. Miss Amy, Penny's Candy, Burnford Tango in third, followed by All My Friends, Topical Honey and Burnford Duke. And the hare is running. Race 11, Doncaster, 4:58 at D2, 1-5. Result Doncaster 4:58, 3-1-6. Miss Amy the winner, 5-2 second favourite, of 5-4 favourite. Forecast 3 to beat 1, £7.13. Tricast 3-1-6, £22.54 off 4:58 and 27 seconds. 5:08 at Henlow coming up next. Race 11 at D2, 4-5-6 for the Racing Post. So Matthew their pick to beat Little Secret and Triangle Lexi. Little Secret is the favourite. Result Doncaster 4:58, 3-1-6. Miss Amy the winner, 5-2 second favourite, of 5-4 favourite. Forecast 3 to beat 1, £7.13. Tricast 3-1-6, £22.54 off 4:58 and 27 seconds. 5:08 at Henlow coming up next. Race 11 at D2, 4-5-6 for the Racing Post. So Matthew their pick to beat Little Secret and Triangle Lexi. Little Secret is the favourite. Result Doncaster 4:58, 3-1-6. Miss Amy the winner, 5-2 second favourite, of 5-4 favourite. Forecast 3 to beat 1, £7.13. Tricast 3-1-6, £22.54.
Here are your latest sporting headlines.
And yellow socks. Here's Ibu Toure then for the Gambia, trying to take on Gamalu. Gets the better of him and then does eventually find room for the cross, but it's low and all the way at the near post to the right of Andre Onana's goal. Two sides quickly then, no change at the break. The Gambia, Boubacar Gay in goal, Noah Sonko, Shumbari, James Gomez, Omar Coley and Pa Modu Jana at the back. Ibu Toure, Yusufa Bob, Suleiman Mara, Sadie Yanko, Mohamed Badamosi and Musa Baro are the 11 for the Gambia in a 4-4-2. 3-5-2 for Cameroon. Andre Onana in goal, Jean-Charles Castelletto, Michael and Gary Hutolo, the goalkeeper, and back three. Fai, Hongla, Ongisa, Gouet and Gamalu, the 5, and Gamalu left wing back, and Fai at right wing back, Toko Ekombi and Vincent Aboubakar, the 2 up front for Cameroon. Here is Jean-Charles Castelletto, plays for Nantes in the French top flight, looks to try and loop it over the top of Pa Modu Jano, who they're going to try and target now, given he's on that yellow card. One of 3 the Gambia players booked in that first half. And after Boubacar Gay for time wasting, Noah Sonko Shumbari for holding on to Vincent Boubacar. Humming through the middle is Hongla. Now gives it to Tolo. Here is Toko Ekombi, Gouet, Hongla. Got 2 ahead of him, Aboubakar and Ongisa are the 2. Plays it now to Aboubakar, but he's back to goal on the edge of the box. Sonko Shumbari does really well to stand his ground and just get a foot into this possess Aboubakar, and then going to the ground was Ngadiou and stopping the moving force of the Gambia player Musabaro, who went down, and then Toure gives it to Mara, who's got away from Ongisa. There was a foul though by a Cameroonian player on Ibu Toure. He was right on the halfway line, checked back, and then did get caught. So, no doubt in the referee's mind that was a yellow card, a foul. The referee from Burundi, Pacifique Ndabihamwenimana, shows Cameroon's first yellow card of the game, and it's Michael Ngadi who's shown it for that foul on Ibu Toure. As he just saw Ngadi go to ground, he played it away from him, played it to his right, back in the middle, just on the halfway line, got clattered. It is an easy yellow card for the referee from Burundi to show. Ball goes forward, in now towards Musabaro. Nice chest control, but albeit the touch to drop it down to his feet was not the best, as Cameroon are there on the edge of the box to cut it out, their own one as well, in fact. On the halfway line is Hongla, gets it back from Toko Ekombi. Hongla has a beautiful ball out to Faye, up in the air to take under control. Cross goes in, away by Jana. Now it is with Collins Faye. Here's Toure, closing him down. Faye still has it at his feet though. Plays it now to Ongisa. Ngamalu. Cross goes in, looking for Abubakar, well over his head, away by Sonko Shumbari. And then Mara is there to head the second ball away, only as far as Ngadiu, midway through the Gambia half. Ball goes forward by Toko Ekombi, looking for Abubakar. It is away by the Gambia defence. Hongla. Toko Ekombi. Now Samuel Mgue. Now to Collins Faye. Over now to Ngamalu. They've moved it quite well over to the right. They're a little bit short over there at the Gambia at the moment. Toure allows the cross to come in, but Janya doesn't allow the ball to carry on in the box as he heads it away for a throw-in over on the right-hand side where Cameroon are attacking from. Faye with the ball in. In it goes, a tap by Ekombi! They've put that ball in several times in this game already with no success. But that has now changed with Carl Toko Ekombi leaping up to head in. And finally Cameroon break through past the Gambia and take the lead in this quarter-final clash. The Gambia 0, Cameroon 1. And Carl Toko Ekombi is at it again in the African Cup of Nations. Lovely ball by Faye. It's a perfect ball in. He gets up at the right moment. There's Carl Toko Ekombi, heads it. It's away from the goalkeeper to his right. Finds that far corner. And Collins Faye, as we know, we've already seen in this tournament, with his assists and with his dead ball deliveries and crossing, has put it on show again. Finds Toko Ekombi, gets in front of James Gomez and heads it in. And the Cameroonian fans inside the Japoma Stadium celebrate. Well, it is a very early goal to break the ice and maybe break the tension that was amongst the Cameroonian fans inside the stadium. And he's been outshot in this tournament as Carl Toko Ekombi, the Lyon man, via Vincent Abubakar, his countryman and captain of the Indomitable Lions. But he's catching him up in his own personal tally. That's his fourth for this tournament. And Cameroon have taken the lead in this quarter-final. Now is Abubakar trying to get the better of James Gomez. Brilliant tackle on his edge of the box. And then he plays it to Sadie Yanko. Can't get away from Hongla, who gets away from him. They have now gone behind of the Gambia, but it's all about now just trying to stay in the contest for them. Don't concede a second. Maybe the next sort of 10, 15 minutes, they've just got to just try and contain Cameroon. Maybe be even more tighter and just don't allow the chances to be on their goal. As Tolo goes all the way back to Onana. Now Castelletto. Inside the Gambia half are Cameroon. Here is now Tolo to Hongla. Tries to play it into the middle. It's bounced off the referee. It's now gone to Toko Ekombi. Did rather luckily get a bit of a deflection from the Burundian referee, Pacifique Ndabiha Wenimana. And he has to bring play back as a result of that. And he has just took the ball in his hand, carried it away from the middle of the pitch and thrown it over to the left-hand side where that ball was fizzed into his back. And Carl Toko Ekombi was stopped as he was in the box. He was hoping for an assist from an outside source in the referee. It's gone through to Collins Fye. He's away from the challenge and he's hit the side netting in the box. He should have done a lot better with that. Collins Fye played through to him, 1v1, but he was off balance. It was a move which was set up by Andre Zambo-Ongisa, slid it through beyond the Gambia defence, away from Ibu Toure, and then Collins Fye tried to beat Boubacar Gaye, dived down at his feet over on the sort of left-hand side of his area, just outside the 6-yard box, but Fye once again hits the netting, albeit the side netting, and we're just over 8 minutes into the second half, and it's the Gambia 0, Cameroon 1. Carl Toko Ekombi scoring for Cameroon has given them the lead against the lowest ranked side in this year's competition as Moussa Barrow heads it to Sonko Shumbari, but it's one that he is unable to keep in play over on that right hand side and has touched it out of play himself. Well, he's now ahead of the chasing pack in the statistics for the most assists in the tournament is Collins Fye, 3 to his name. And he assisted Carl Toko Ekombi in this tournament already, isn't he, prior to that goal today. Assisted him for his first goal against Ethiopia, as we're going to see Mo Barrow. Come on, Modou Barrow, his full name in fact. Come on for the Gambia very shortly. He's just receiving his final instructions from Tom Saint-Feet, the Gambia coach, as Cameroon get a throw over on the right-hand side. But they've just maybe shown a little bit more in this second half that perhaps was maybe a little bit missing in that first half. We know about their ability from the right-hand side. I was going to get crosses in at every opportunity, and they did that there and picked out Carl Toko Ekombi. So there's 3 changes being made for the Gambia. So the first change we'll see Sadie Yanko depart, as we are going to see his replacement come onto the field of play. Ibrahima Darboe, Ibrahima Colley and Modou Barrow are on, with 10 minutes of this second half gone. So Modou Barrow is on for Janya for the Gambia. Ibrahima Darboe has come on for the Gambia, and also coming on was Ibrahima Colley. So we await to see who the other change is. Yanko was the replacement, as was Modou Jana. Now we look to see who the third and final player coming off will be. So just bear with me on that for a couple of seconds while we wait to see who the other player is coming off. Goes through, Hongler with the ball in, looking for Toko Ekombi, and it's 2-0 to Cameroon. 5 goals for him now, joint top goal scorer, and Cameroon have found a way through again. And they struck not once early in this second half, but twice. And it's not just 2 blows, it's 2 very decisive blows. The Gambia 0, Cameroon 2. And it's Carl Toko Ekombi who has scored it again. And the indomitable Lions heading into the last 4 of their own Afcon tournament. Where it's just played on the left-hand side, just simple football, which just cuts open the Gambia. It all starts with Hongler to Tolo. It's fantastic passing. Gamalu plays it through to Hongler. Yusufa bobs the wrong side. He's asleep. He's switched off. But it's an angled ball, perfectly weighted, low. The pace is taken off it in front of Toko Ekombi, who's there to just rifle it in down the middle of the goal into the roof of the net. And that is the second goal for Cameroon. Is it a Cameroonian clincher, perhaps, from Carl Toko Ekombi? Samuel Eto'o, who's been one of the passionate Cameroonian supporters inside the stadiums that they've played in throughout this tournament. And he's there in Douala again, high up into the gods to celebrate as his country, who he was part of winning Afcon a couple of times, has made it 2-0. The third and final change for the Gambia sees Badamosi off and Ibrahima Colley on, Yanko off, Ibrahima Darbo on, and Pa Modou Janya off and Modou Barrow on. Here is Modou Barrow, the man of Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors. Was clattered into, was he? Was two players just completely blocking him off. But then referee plays advantage. Ibrahima Darbo to Ibrahima Colley. Drifts out to the right-hand side. We'll play it back, and he looks to try and find Noah Sonko Shumbar, and it's out of play for a Cameroonian throw. Well, the Gambia are nicknamed the Scorpions, but it's not been them who've been giving out the stinging. It has been them on the receiving end of the stinging by Cameroon, who you did wonder maybe just getting a bit complacent, but it hasn't crept in at all in this game. They've taken their opponent seriously. They had to wait till the 50th minute to score, and then they sort of score within the next 5 minutes themselves. As Martin Hongler's fine tournament continues with that assist. Back-to-back games, he's got an assist now. He's played that beautiful pass through for Vincent Boubacar in their win against Comoros, didn't he? That saw them go 2-0 up. And it is, of course, 2-0 here. Incidentally, looking to keep their first clean sheet of this tournament as well. Cameroon conceded one in every one of their games. On Gisa, tenacious play to break up the play in the middle third of the Gambia half. Yusufa Bob turns away from him, plays it out to the right. Here's Ibrahima Colley. They're going to take on Nuhu Tolo. Just trying to trick his way past him, but Tolo's unmoved. And then fouling him was Toko Ekombi. Free kick for the Gambia. Just perhaps a little bit too keen to try and win the ball, but it's taken short. Trying to find Modou Barrow was Ibrahima Colley, and Gamalu has brought it out from his own half midway through it, all the way into the Gambia house. He's brought that at least 20 yards forward as Gamalu, a player who is so important for Tony Conceição and Cameroon. Up to the hour mark, it is Gambia 0, Cameroon 2. Two Carl Toko Ekombi goals have given Cameroon a 2-0 deficit in this contest. Well, Gambia have fought back already before from a 1-goal deficit. They did it against Mali, didn't they, when they drew 1-1 in their second group game, but they've not come back from 2-0 down yet in this competition. So they've got to do something that they've not done yet. They will give it everything they can, but this might just be that one step too far against a very classy Cameroonian side. Here's Ngamalu. Slips and was caught there by the Gambia player in Ibu Toure, who's gone from playing at very small grounds in League 2 to playing in sort of a 50,000-seater stadium, albeit with a reduced capacity, shall we say. As Toure gets up, and also getting up was Mumi Ngamalu. Carl Toko Ekombi is a name you might know, given the fact he is the current UEFA Europa League top goal scorer after his 6 strikes in 6 games in the group stages. Of course, they were paired with Rangers and Sparta Prague and Brøndby in the group stages this season. Also be vital for the next stage. Gambia, though, have it inside their half. But the winner of this plays Egypt or Morocco in the semi-final. And, of course, it is Cameroon as it stands heading into the last 4, where they were 4 years ago, which they did eventually go on to win. Here's Toko Ekombi on a hat-trick member. Tolo's on the overlap, 2 players to pick out, but he knew very quickly that he was not going to race onto it. Just stopped himself as he was getting closer to going over the dead ball line to stop himself going full pelt in towards the advertising hoardings. Well, they'll be watching closely tomorrow how it unfolds between Egypt and Morocco. Tony Conceição could be facing Vahid Halilodzic. The Bosnian coach will face another Portuguese coach in Carlos Queiroz, who is the Egypt gaffer. Goes over towards Modou Barra. It's a lovely touch to keep that in play. Both feet were off the pitch, but his body was just in there to keep it in play. And he has played in England before with Reading, Nottingham Forest, Leeds, and of course in Wales with Swansea. He's probably most known as Ibrahim Akoli. Gets the cross in. The block deflected by Nuhu Tolo out for a throw over on the right-hand side. Taken to Sonko Shumbari, who loses out. Well worked by Toko Ekambi to play it to Abubakar, who's playing as a midfielder to help his defensive team out there and do his due diligence there in trying to win it back. And Gamalu trying to get away from Modou Barrow. Good foot in there right in the middle of his own half, but he gives it straight to Ngadiou. But it's just in those areas for Gambia and Cameroon. That is what's been the difference. It's just that quality. The quality of those sort of Cameroonian players. More well-known names than the Gambia players. Of course, the likes of Ongisa and Toko Ekambi playing in good levels in major leagues for Napoli and Lyon, respectively. You've obviously got as well players such as Hongla playing in the Italian top flight, or Nana playing for Ajax. Albeit he is a goalkeeper, but the Gambia squad compared to Cameroon is a bit of a far cry to what the Indomitable Lions have at club level and what the Scorpions can provide. Into the 65th minute we go. The Gambia 0, Cameroon 2. The first of the 4 Afcon quarter-finals. As Cameroon are in good control, and if you ask their fans or coaching staff or players after 65 minutes they'd be 2-0 up, they would have took that and be in a nice comfortable position. But of course, as we know, one goal does change that. Over now to the right to Ngamalu. Can he get the better of Omar Coley? He can. He's just got his body up. And the free kick has gone to the Gambia there as Coley has won it. Ngamalu felt that he didn't do anything wrong there. They were both tussling with each other as much as the next one. He looked like he had the beating of him at first, but Coley just got his body up. Moore just lost his foot in there, and they just sort of leant in a little bit to Ngamalu just to win the free kick himself, which is exactly what he has done as they take this free kick short. Darboe to Coley, forward it goes, but all the way out of play for a Cameroon throw by the Gambia captain now, of course, after Janya was replaced. Omar Coley is the next in line to wear the captain's armband. Vincent Boubacar goes down. He was fouled by, I think it was Omar Coley there. Over there as well was Modou Barrow, but it's free kick. Courtesy of that foul, the Burundian referee, Pacifique Ndabi Hawenimana, was very quick to give it. Cameroon take it quick. It's Toko Ekambi going 1v1 against Sonko Shumbari. He's got to stay on his feet, remember, due to that yellow card. Toko Ekambi checks back. Didn't know what to do, whether to put the cross in or shoot. The angle for a shot was completely closed off by Sonko Shumbari, but he's won a corner there. It was certainly a 50-50, a tough call for the ref to make, given it did maybe look like it had touched off Toko Ekambi, and does maybe look like the decision is the right one, as Sonko Shumbari certainly got a more bigger touch to it, as Toko Ekambi was just trying to move out of the way and shield it out for a corner kick, which will come in now from Ngamalu. Into the middle, Boubacar Gueye comes out, punches it clear, but wins a free kick as blocking his vision was Michael Ngadiou, who was trying to go for it, but did just get in front of Boubacar Gueye. Well, for the remainder of this tournament, whether it's Egypt or Morocco, if they can get past them, if you are going to get past Cameroon, you've got to keep Abubakar and Toko Ekambi quiet. Boubacar has had chances in this game, not scored. Toko Ekambi's had his 2 big ones and took them. They are 2 players at the top of their games for their country right now. And whoever they're going to face, Egypt or Morocco, they've got to worry about them. Here's Modou Barra. A bit of worry here potentially for Cameroon, which is quickly nothing to be concerned about as Andre Onana gets in the middle of the cross, which Modou Barra just tried his best to keep in more than anything else. And it's almost essentially passes straight to Andre Onana, chasing down the ball and stopping it going out of play. Shumbari with the header into Bob. Gives it to to Mare, who gives it away. Now Hongla to Vincent Boubacar, away from Youssouf for Bob. On Gisa with a beautiful flick over Bob's head. He gets away from Mara, away from Gomez, then with the outside of his boot, plays it out to Toko Ekambi. He gets the cross in. Is it going to reach? And Gamelu, who's on the left-hand side of the box, is parked, ready and waiting to get it under control, but it is away by the Gambia defence. Here is now Moussa Barrow. Not been used enough in this game, has he? As Barrow. Then he plays it to Modou Barrow. Here's an opening potentially. Ball is in the box low. Looks for Brima Colley. Just tried to flick it away from Ngadiou, but Ngadiou stands up well and doesn't allow Colley to flick it away from him. Omar Colley then stepping in this time to get in front of Hongla. Here is Darbo. A rare bit of passing by the Scorpions. Rare sequence for them in this second half. 20 minutes of it to go. The Gambia 0, Cameroon 2. And just as they try and play a crossfield pass to stretch the pitch, it's gone out of play for a Cameroon throw on the left-hand side. But just going back to Moussa Barrow, of course, all the goals that Gambia have scored, he's either scored or been the creator of. And he's had nothing to have in the way of chances or even create himself. Not had the ball enough and not had the chances. The goal they scored against Guinea was a really well-worked goal, wasn't it? Just played through the middle and they just sliced Guinea open. They are now at 2-0, starting to play a little bit more. The caution was certainly evident in the first sort of hour, but after those 2 goals went in, it has just ripped up that piece of paper with the game plan on originally, and probably meant that Tom Saint-Beat has had to try and just compose and write up a new plan, which I did mention about the sort of first half. He had said that we've got to survive the Cameroon onslaught, which they did, but the second half, the small speedboats haven't been able to do the job. As Ngamalu gets in the box, tries to get the better of Sonko Shumbari, but Shumbari is strong enough to let that one go out for a goal kick. And Ngamalu felt the last touch had come off the Gambia at right back, but it has gone the way of Tom Saint-Beat's team. The speedboat, or the small boats, are yet to strike for the Gambia as they are 2-0 down with 19.5 minutes to play of this contest, which Cameroon look like they could be on their way to yet another Afcon title with that final 8 days away. Ibrahima Colley gets the cross in as well to go on the outside of Tolo, and then it has gone into the box. Collins Fye was unsure, didn't know how much time he had, so has decided to divert the ball out of play for a Gambia corner kick. So positive steps towards Andre Onana's goal, in which they've not had a shot from yet. Taken short in by Moussa Barrow. Him and Modou Barrow linking up there. Moussa Barrow gets the cross in straight to the chest of Vincent Boubacar. The man's who's braced, separated 2 sides. Toko Ekambi to Boubacar, trying to get away. Great tackle going in though by Mara. Boubacar gets back up quickly through the legs of Youssoufa Bob. Here's Ongisa. Next pass finds a Boubacar on the edge of the box. Shoots with his left foot, and he's curled it wide. You knew exactly what he was going to do. He was always going to shoot, wasn't he? Did just maybe look a little bit tired and had made up so much ground to continue the attack anyway. Just sort of opened up, tries to find that far corner, and in truth, he is not actually that far away from making it 3-0 and scoring for the 5th consecutive game. There were a couple of shouts from the Gambian players 30 seconds before that about a handball against Vincent Boubacar, but he did take the ball on his sort of chest, the right pectoral area, and then just sort of brushed his bicep on his right hand side, and then he was able to bring the ball out. Here is Sufa Bob, gives it to Modu Barrow, but it's cut out well by Cameroon Samuel Nguwe, who has had to do that at times in this game. Very, very minimal, his sort of workload, and has been a light intensity for him in that sense, but as when he's been called upon, done a very grand job in there. And tactically, Tony Conceição has got this bang on for Cameroon this evening. Faye to Ongisa, gets it back from Toko Ekombi. Ongisa can't get away from Ibrima Darbo, who robbed him and won the ball back, but then Gambia give it straight back to Cameroon. And Gume with the touch, and then he sort of just angled the ball over to the left with Ngamalu. He's going to take on Sonko Shumbari, and he get the better of him, goes on the outside of him, cross goes in looking for Abubakar. James Gomez stretched, but it didn't beat him, and he's able to then just sort of touch it, and then the second clearance is finally away. Tolo to Ngadi. 73 minutes have passed and have elapsed at the Chapoma Stadium in Douala. It is the Gambia 0, Cameroon 2. Collins Fai's cross from the right, 5 minutes into the second half, saw Carl Toko Ekombi head in Cameroon's opener. Then around about sort of 6-7 minutes later, they made it 2-0 thanks to Toko Ekombi again. This time it was a low cross from Hongary, motored through the middle, great run, played the ball across on his left foot through and found Carl Toko Ekombi. As they're lining up two changes, Cameroon, Pierre Kunda and Clinton and G are going to come on for Cameroon. Gambia are also planning a change. Now that change seems to have just been halted for now from the Gambia camp. Abubakar. Ongisa now to fire. It's going to be a bit like a training ground game this now for Cameroon. They just don't want to maybe do something stupid and just don't take unnecessary risks with the game in the palm of their hands. As a ball that Ngamalu's took down under control with his right boot. He's taken on Sonko Shumbari, then shoots. But Boubacar Gay is able to shift across to his right. Good footwork and dive down low on that driven shot by Ngamalu, who has deserved a goal at least in this tournament. I've been very impressed with him in the games I've seen Cameroon, the young boys man. Modu Barrow goes into the middle, Faye with a push off the ball as he played it to Yusufa Bob. To his right is Ibrima Koli, who was the cousin of Omar. Barrow to Ibrima Darbo, plays for Roma, featured only a few times this season. The majority of his games have been in the UEFA Europa Conference League for Jose Mourinho's side. Here is now Musa Barrow shoots, blocked by Jean-Charles Castellero. Turned his body to his left and the block came on his outside right and then back into the box, but it is cleared by the Cameroonian defence. Down was Ongisa, gets back up though, no foul. Yusufa Bob, now midway through the Cameroonian half, around about 40 yards from goal. Here is now Sonko Shumbari, looks for Suleiman Mara, but it's cut out well by Hongla for Cameroon, goes for goal himself, but it's straight at Boubacar Gay. We've seen him do that a few times, just intercept, great reading of the game, then just bring the ball forward. He could have played it, but he fancied sort of a goal for himself, and his shot was a rather easy one for the keeper to save. Toure to Mada to James Gomez. That's Ibrima Koli, who's certainly been bright since he came on. To Darbo, the two subs combining, Koli slips, as I think he was probably going to try and give the return back to Ibrima Darbo, but his pass has carried all the way through to Andre Onard, and that's just pretty much summed up the Gambia in those sort of areas of the pitch. That final pass, or that, you know, real incisiveness has really let them down at certain points in the game. Castelletto to Nuhu Tolo. Still, Cameroon wait for those substitutions of Kunda and Nji to come on soon. Tackle going in now on Ibrima Darbo. Here is Yusufa Bob. We're also going to see Gambia make a change as Boubacar Jobe is about to come on. Here's Modou Barrow. This is by far Gambia's best spell of this game. His pass intended for Ibrahima Darboe was cut out well by the Cameroonian defence, and still that ball won't go out of play. It did just maybe drift slightly off the pitch, but then did drift back onto play. So it is Gambia now in possession. Omar Colley to Ibrahima Darboe. Here is now Suleiman Mara with a nicely controlled pass out to Ibrahima Colley. He then looks to the edge of the box. It is sliced away by Castelletto. Fai gets there to Modou Barrow and then just sends it away. And still, that ball won't go out of play. Tony Conceição is pleading for his team just to kick it out so they can make some changes. Ibrahima Colley's going to chase. He's going to get there right on this right-hand side. Stops it going over the dead ball line, but it's undercooked and essentially just taken all the weight off it as it goes all the way through to Andre Onana. Well, there have been many players for Cameroon who have played in every game so far in this tournament. Andre Onana is one of them. Collins Fires played in every single game, and Gadiou has played in every single game. This is starting mine, this is. Also as well on Gisa. And the likes of Abubakar, Toko Ekombi and Gamalou. They've played in every game so far. Clinton and G's been used in every game so far, as has Choupo-Moting. Whether it's been a sub or they've started. Certainly can't be in G's case. He's come on as a sub in every one of their 4 matches so far, and he's about to do so very soon. Here come Gambia though, Modou Barrow. Can they get a goal just to upset things a little bit? Maybe see a bit of nerves creep in amongst the Cameroonian faithful and their fervent support. Here's Ibrahima Darboe waiting for a turn to shoot. That's a drop of the shoulder, goes down. Was there a little shove on him on the edge of the box in the D? Referee says no. Here is now Ngamalu. Now he goes out to Carl Toko Ekombi. Ngamalu again. Away he goes from Suleiman Mara. But this game is going to be disappointing for Gambia. They're going to exit at the quarter-final stage, but they can be proud of their achievements. And now finally, after about 10 minutes, which it will feel like, these subs can be made, as we're going to see Carl Toko Ekombi's afternoon end, as he's going to be replaced by Clinton and G. Collins Fire's actually gone down as he kicked that ball out of play, so this might feel like a welcome break for everybody. And also going off will be Martin Hongla, as Pierre Kunda of Olympiacos will replace him for the final 10 minutes, with the scoreline going the way of Cameroon, who lead by 2-0. And as the departing Carl Toko Ekombi gives his high fives and gets the appreciation of his replacement, Clinton and G is coming off, and we'll see his game end. And he has got the 2 goals that are currently seeing Cameroon on their way to the last 4 of their own Afcon tournament. And Hongla also going off as well. He's had a very good game himself, with what is his 3rd assist of this tournament. Bit of a drinks break now. It is very hot, very humid conditions. It's been a tournament which has had no drops of rain. It has been played out in very bright sunshine, but the players who could easily use that as an excuse have not let that deteriorate them and let that stop them. They've given everything for the cause for all their countries. As also Boubacar Jobe has arrived on the pitch for the Gambians. They've made a change alongside the 2 that Cameroon have just made. We wait to see who he's going to come on for. But this looks some discomfort for Collins Fires. The medics and the Cameroonian Red Cross come on in their red high vises. Fires just slowly going to just come off here, and they don't hope that this is a serious injury because he's been a key player for Tony Conceição's side. They have got a right back who can come on in, Oliver and Bezo. The confirmation Boubacar Jobe substitution is that he's come on for Suleiman Mara for the final sort of 8 minutes. But Fire's going to come off, and we're going to I'd imagine seeing Bezo come on. He came on for a brief appearance against Cape Verde in their final group game. And it still looks like he hasn't actually officially come off yet, as Clinton and G is almost just filling in there for the time being. So play now resumes with Onana giving it to Ngadiou. Here is now Castelletto. Gisa let it run across him. Not really too sure why he did that, to be honest. Darbo gets it from Toure. Now it's played by Colley into the channel looking for Barrow. Modu, that is, on that left-hand side. Away by Castelletto to Musa Barrow. Modu Barrow gets it. Then Musa Barrow now receives it. Toure to Modu Barrow. Plays it forward. It's a chip ball through the middle looking for Musa Barrow. And then it's headed for a corner by Nuhu Tolo. He was just saying that he wanted a bit of a chat in his ear from Andre Onana. Didn't get it, so headed it out for a corner kick. Had he got that call from Onana, I think Tolo leaves that, and it goes for a corner, and it goes straight into the keeper's hands. So Olivier Mbaizo has come on for Cameroon in place of Collins Fye. Corner comes in for the Gambia. Good header away though by Ngadiou, I believe it was. Castelletto was climbing for it in the middle of the 6-yard box, but it's away anyway. But a foul's been given against Cameroon. Clinton and G, the man who catches Youssoufa Bob, taking his heels and taking his feet away. So it'll be a free kick to the hosts. A free kick to the Gambia. So Sonko Shumbari is going to come off, and Hassan Cisse will arrive into this game with 6 minutes to go. Plays for Zurich in the Swiss top flight. 27th cap. His last goal was their 2-1 friendly win against South Sudan in October 2021. So Gambia have a free kick. Round about sort of 20 or so yards away from Andre Onana's goal. There's 3 players around this. This might look like a position they're going to whip in, but Cameroon just trying to slow the game down with Ngamalu going down. Referee Pacifique Ndabiho Wenimana is telling him to get back up, as we still await this free kick to come in, and Gambia wait to take it. They try a routine here, and down went Ibrahima Colley. They fought the Cameroonian wall. He was just basically stood dead pan. They played it around the wall, a lot of curl on it, around the sort of left-hand side of the wall, through to Colley, who went down. Whether or not he just lost his footing or it was a case of he was actually fouled is another thing as well. But as Collins Fye drops down, saying he's got a bit of a tweak or a little bit of a muscle problem, Mumi Ngamalu goes down, and there is a few Gambia players around the referee who seem a bit unhappy with the theatrics of Mumi Ngamalu. They're not as sympathetic as maybe some of his fans are, or coaching staff or medical staff of Cameroon. Cameroonian fans are singing and dancing. Always special when you watch games like this. The fans always come out and show their support with face paint and sort of very colourful attire. As Cameroon are going to make 2 more changes. Yvan Neu's going to come on soon, and G's in. It could be 3. Tries to get over Gay. It's gone to Abubakar, who blasts it over. He awaits his goal this afternoon, but Cameroon went old school, went route 1, and it just completely cut open the Gambia defence. They pushed up high. It was the midfielder Youssoufa Bob who pushed up. Opening up was Ng, stopped himself. He had all the time in the world. Tried the lob, was unsuccessful. Keeper parried it straight to his left to Abubakar, who blazed it over. And another couple of changes for Cameroon. Mumi Ngamalu off, Basogog on, and Ongisa is off. And on comes Yvan Neu for Cameroon. Tony Conceição is unhappy about something. Whether or not they've told the 4th official the wrong instruction and the wrong player's gone off, or whether or not They still await for him to come on. So Basogog hasn't actually entered the field of play yet. Mumi and Gamalu's already off, so Cameroon are down to 10 at the minute. Not like though it's going to maybe count for anything, but they would like their full complement of players on. They're in bewilderment. The ball hasn't actually yet gone up by the fourth official, Boubou Traore of Mali. Castelletto clears it. Now we might see it come up. There we go. Basogog is now going to come on. So they are back to 11 players. Mumi and Gamalu has now officially been replaced. A bit of confusion reigning in there for the fourth official. He's a bit half asleep there. Doesn't need to use the board anymore though in this game. With Gambia making 5 subs, and also Cameroon making 5. So he's just having a word here with Pacific and Dabiha Wenimana, which seems to have caused a bit of an issue. Not too sure what has happened yet. Vincent Boubacar's been called over. Gambia's coaching staff have gone over. One of the coaches is speaking to Christian Basogog. Tom Seinfeld is over there. I'm not actually too sure what has happened here. I must admit, play does now continue. I think they might have been a bit unsure about the subs, whether or not it was the actual amount of subs that were made by Cameroon or not. And I can say that Mbezo, Kunda, Neu and G Basogog have come on for Cameroon. So 5 have been made for them. So we're into the 89th minute. After those 2 goals, game's pretty much just sort of faded away, really, isn't it? Cameroon have been far too strong, and whilst many could argue they've yet to really face a strong, stern test in this home Afcon of theirs, they will certainly get that in the semi-final when Egypt or Morocco will be their next opponents. But Gambia's bubble is about to burst and won't be flying in the sky anymore. Played out to Omar Colley. Forward down the middle with that high direct ball, looking for Boubacar Jobe. Good header away there by Ngadiou. Kunda. Now to Basogog, who has experience of winning this tournament with his country. Part of the squad in 2017 that won in Gabon. Good close control to keep the ball at his feet. He's a powerful player, so it's going to be hard to get down. And he does eventually go down. Toure made the foul. A player who is a little bit late there on Basogog. Free kick goes Cameroon's way, right on the corner of the right-hand side. Just checked away from Ibrahima Darbo, who missed him with the challenge, but Ubu Toure didn't, and gives away the free kick. So 3 additional minutes added on. Can't help but feel maybe there should be a bit more time added on, but 3 is the outcome. So Cameroon are going to take this free kick. Pierre Kunda looks to be the man who's going to take this. Basogog is there as well. There's 3 the Gambia players in the wall. Maybe the goalkeeper here, Baboucar Gay, has got to be on his toes. Got to be aware of potentially maybe getting beat at his post. Kunda with the low ball in there, but it's defended well by Gambia. Ball forward by Mada has gone straight out of play for a Cameroon throw. Jean-Charles Castellanos just trying to crank the volume up a little bit, putting his hands up to just get the Cameroonian fans singing. Every game they play, every performance is just maybe raising the expectation that they can be title winners of this competition. Here is Clinton and G away from Bob. Oh, couldn't get away though from James Gomez with a well-timed tackle over on that right-hand side. That ball has gone out of play, has it? Yes, it has. And it will be a Cameroonian throw. So we are well over 90 seconds into the 3 added on. Gambia 0, Cameroon 2. Kyle Toko Ekombi with 2 goals. His 4th and 5th of this tournament are currently seeing Cameroon through. Kunda, this is a big, powerful run from him. Shakes off Ibrahima Darbo. Plays it out to Vincent Boubacar. Bears down into the box. Away from Gomez. Shoots. Good block, though, by Omar Colley. It's not going to be a Boubacar's day, is it, for the Indomitable Lions? He won't make it 5 games in a row. He scored in Kunda. Abubakar Kunda nearly got there. Good challenge in by Colley again. And it's a Cameroon corner with just over 40 seconds left to play. But I think the offside flag was raised against Pierre Kunda there as he went for the return. Free kick is taken short by Gambia. Here's Toure, clears it away with Basogog putting him under pressure, plays it forward. And there's one that Hassan Cisse is getting nowhere near from. On the end of. Remember, the quarter-final action doesn't stop. Burkina Faso, Tunisia is to come later on. Winners of this play, Egypt or Morocco. Clearance by James Gomez, away by Castelletto. Modu Barrow and Umgwe going for the 50-50. The Cameroonian, they are into the last 4 as Gambia's fairy tale run comes to an end. They were frustrated in the first half, but the second half they struck the blows early on that pretty much